Alright, hopefully we're back. I managed to not deal in, which is awesome. Didn't really... I mean, I didn't lose my dealer seat from that or anything, so... not too bad. I'm just crossing my fingers it doesn't happen again, but you know. Trying not to put too much pressure on my computer to do what it's supposed to do, but you never, you know. Not to anyway. 6 blocked, technically. Oh, 3M. Depending on how much I was feeling. Welcome back. Thank you, Ranger. This has been happening more recently. Last time I went to the computer tech, they told me to double check and like reseat all of my components and such, but I just did that the other day, so I'll have to probably check a tutorial and all that. No, I'm not like a tech wizard or anything, but am I breaking a 2-4? I suppose I am. Doesn't feel good. Alright, super early Ricci. I guess we are pretty much out of here. I don't see myself dropping this 4P anytime soon. Unless it proves itself safe. Luckily, I have some good tiles to fold with. I have 9P, 9P into triple pay, and then whatever else proves itself safe. Maybe 9M will. I was like, that's okay. 3 Han, 5.8 dealer. Okay, and we're right back in the middle of the pack again. 7 Sodora. Pretty whatever hand. I still probably am not pawning the first Haku I see. No other pair in this hand. And I don't really want to be caught out by anything. Also, 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku thoughts here. I'm not going to hard force it, but I want to see if I can let this 899 shape develop into anything else first before pawning. But here I could probably pawn drop 8M at this point. That is unfortunate, but so be it. Or if I want a full commit, I can also drop 8P and hope to draw around 8M instead. That is quite nice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes now. I think I still do not want to pawn the first here because that might there's a decent chance this ends up being my pair. So if I draw 7P here or the third 9P, oh, interesting. In that case, I think I am dropping 8P. So if this ends up being my final weight on 9P, Haku is still pretty nice. And this still keeps me a pair if I do pawn Haku here, which it does put me Tenpai. You know, Tenpai is Tenpai, but I should be a little bit more concerned about this. Could be Manzu Honitsu. 3M, that was a very fast Sumogiri. Don't know how worried I should be about that being overflow or not. Is it 9S? Maybe? I don't know. This is kind of greedy. I probably have to drop one of these either way. But, we'll see what I draw. Question is... Problem is I think I kind of have to drop Dora if I pawn Haku, which is not ideal, but it's a much better... Well, it's 9P weight, which is... Oh, you're already again. Fair enough. It is just getting really nice tile flow already. Doesn't really change anything for me, though. Haku Dora. Another pretty whatever hand. This could be outside, but it's a little far. I think I am just playing this normally for now. Nice fill. Extremely helpful fill. Question here of how long I want to hold Dora. I think it's fine to be a little bit more. Okay, that's also very nice. I think if I get a good fill around 4-so or 7-so, then I can drop it. Or 4p maybe. I'm not that interested. This is also a fine shape. 135 Ryankan. Ideally, I want to fill this, and then maybe we can get the 6S. Could also keep this over 7. It's a better floater, I suppose, than 7S. This is a little scary if this is overflow. I can't really tell at this point. I'll have to keep a closer eye. Is this that is concerning. Oh boy. Well, I think 4S makes sense here. Haku's now double Dora. Sucks we dropped it, but you know, can't really play around that. Where Ishanten? Yikes. 5M. I still feel okay dropping this. I think I should be more afraid of dropping 4M. But you know, we never know. 5, this could also just be... Okay, 6M, you're pushing as well. Hard to really tell. I mean, they could also have 2 Dora in their hand, but like, if they did, they probably just drew into it. They might have been Tonki on 1 before or something. 2M2. It looks like your Toyman looks like they're... Ah, I mean, I still don't think there's a good reason to keep it now that I already dropped 1. It's 2 Han, but like, what am I doing with this? And 2 out already, and it's 30-10 for me. Like, it's like, I already made my choice earlier. Like, if this happened, I was just gonna drop it back. So my weights on this shape should still be around. I'm probably just... This is pretty unfortunate. I could just drop Tuso Uncle. And also, they're gonna have a very hard time folding. Okay, that's even better, I think. Have to pay attention here. Okay. 3P. Yeah, we can do that. And then 9M. Unfortunate, but I don't think I am, I don't think I'm winning this hand. You are also pushing. Okay. I don't love this situation. 8M is Suji to you and Genbu to Toyman. Try. I would really rather not drop 2S if I can help it, but okay, that helps a lot. Thank you. Alright, just get out of here. That is unfortunate, but so be it. It's been a whole lot of nothing so far this game, but... Okay, hello. It's a high pot. 7-so Dora. 1.9k on the table from Sticks and Honba. I will hedge this. I'm not gonna... but this is a very nice... One needs the starting hand. Looks like you also... Alright. With that draw, I think we can get in. But South Pawn means that you also have another like Yakuhai pair or potentially Anko in your hand. Okay, we can full send it. Looks like a Sozu Honitsu, if it is a Honitsu. Looking likely based on these discards. Yeah, you cut a full Ramen from your hand. We are... Are we supposed to take that? I don't know. I feel like I'm not. That shape is so good already. Weirdly, I think I'm supposed to not take that. That's probably incorrect if I go back and look at it, but like... I don't really want to lock myself into a 1-3 shape. That I also don't. That's already a completed shape. Okay, pretty good draw. Like now, I think I would chi the 5 with 5 or 4, 5, 6. This is. I still. Do I need this? Chi was 7, 8 and drop. Nah, it's like the same. Alright, Tolm is twice out. I could always just drop 1M, I suppose, but it feels a little wasteful. Okay, Shonpai, and you have it. Yeah, it's Sozuhonitsu for I mean, I guess. Figured that would get cheated, but apparently not. 2M. My 2M. We have 2-2Ms out, which is a bummer. I think I can think about. Alright, now, yeah, we'll take the 4 or 6 here. And then we can drop the 1 and 3M will be a pair. Or we can just keep that, honestly. Who knows what we end up getting. Better to keep actual suit tiles. Alright, 9S from Tadashi means Tenpai likely. I think that means I have to drop. We did finish another shape. I think it's fine here. I'm scared of dropping these because that's if you're Tenpai, there's a pretty decent chance on a honor tile wait potentially. I would really like to see someone else drop it first. I don't know how close to Tenpai they are either. 3S Tadashi as well. Okay, I don't know anymore. This does not help my hand. This also does not help my... I can Puln 3M, but it's a bad Tenpai, and I have to kind of gamble. Or P. Yeah, all the 2. I think 2M is... 1. No, it's Kabe now. Okay. Oh, that's gross. Oh, why would you do this to me? I mean, there's kind of equal chance between the 3 of these, honestly. Oh, you? Interesting. This is getting sadder by the second. How much do I want to force this? Ew. This feels okay. These do not feel okay. I think it depends if I draw anything. Because this is also like no... It's just like... I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do any of this, I think. I think I have to fold. Like this is all like this is, I don't have any Yakuhai for this. So it's Bakahon for like if I wanted to force Chinitsu, but it's 3 extremely unsafe tiles. Okay, this is like obviously not ideal, but oh my Jesus. 6 Han Haneman Dealer. Like yeah, it's like this either this happens or I deal in and put myself in the worst position possible. So that was unfortunate, but you know, so be it. Better than the you know, the risk reward just wasn't there. 9M Dora we can use pretty well. well. Ideally with the 7M draw. Although there's some overlap here, so we will have to see. Shapes are okay. Keeping this 9p if in the off chance that we either draw a third or draw 6p could be our pair. Depends on what we draw, really. 1M goes next. I probably could have dropped 1M earlier, but I was holding out a bit to see. We have 3 pairs here. One of them probably needs to go soon. Or the 1-2. Nah, I think it's supposed to be 9p first. I do think we're maybe supposed to hold on to the 889. We'll see. I guess I'm not really happy to draw another 8. So we will just cut it down to another normal shape. Bad shapes though. Or not bad, but like the overlap on 7M is not ideal. That's what I'm trying to say. 3M is a little worse than 3P because we already dropped. Of course. I think that's fine though. Fine to have the 50-10 Ramen. We can always draw back into it. This is also somewhat close to. I think this can go now. Considerations for Itsu here, but you know, not big ones, of course. But it's getting pretty awkward to hold the Dora now, though. Obviously, you know, it's pension versus pension. Obviously, we keep the no good reason, I suppose. Obviously, want to keep the pension that has the Dora in it, but we end up waiting on 7M. I'm not delighted, but you know, decent chance that happens. Of course, our options are, you know, bad way versus 30-10 Ramen, so you know, take what you can get at this point. Okay, that's good. Is it good? I guess the question is, am I? It depends what I draw, I suppose, but Dora here is not looking awesome. Could honestly be Pinfudama at this point. 6p Terashi from the dealer. Dropping Shonpai Yakai this late is a little, but it's 5S. This is looking 10pi. Could be Dama 10pi. How do I feel about 4 so? I mean, this is almost guaranteed. Well, it doesn't have to be my pair. I actually don't. This doesn't feel correct to drop this, but I don't really know. I guess I could drop the... Yeah, it's like I feel like someone might be Dama at this point. Not great. And they pick up the 4 Honba as well, so pretty big. Pretty big small hand. Forgive the phrasing. No. That is fine. 5M, 6M double pair. Yeah, I just despise central tile champons. But I don't think 4S was like the efficient cut there, probably, but I also don't see myself dropping 5M, 6M there when I think someone's Doma, so can I take this? I can take this. It's not great, but I think I need to like try and do something. It's not fantastic. Do I try dropping 7S or 2? Probably 2M, I suppose. You don't want it to happen like that. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Okay, second pair here is great. It was just unfortunate draws, really, but that is how the cookie crumbles. Would love to chi or draw into 8M. Waiting on Dora indicator is horrendous. That's a shape. I suppose this is the best way to do it. Still allows us to pawn 4p. Or chi to 2-5. That's annoying. What am I doing with this? I don't want to take this yet. I think I'm supposed to chi or draw into something here. Ugh. Ugh. Am I supposed to drop? I'm considering for Toy with 5M draw there, but it's still a little far. I think I should stick to my guns on what I said, but maybe I'm too greedy with it. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna drop it. I think the shape has to go. If I was gonna do this, I should have done it when I drew 5M. I think I was supposed to do it then. This has been pretty bungled. All right. Well, that's fine. We can. Well, okay. Now I'm probably stopped. I mean, 4P is just 10 pi. I don't know what I think I'm doing, but it's not good. That's for sure. At this point, maybe I'm just supposed to drop 5M because it's safer. This has been officially bungled. Just 3 8Ms out. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've made it to 30-10, but at least I can cheat your pawn out of. Oh yeah, can I? Not really. It's not great. Can I get out of this? I mean, I can. That was an option to get out of it. And wait on like drop 4-5 and wait on like. I guess I can pawn 4P. I don't know. Everyone's hands are also looking fairly scary based on discards. And this is just Tonomi. Ew. This could easily deal into someone. I don't know if maybe I'm just supposed to keep the 30-10 weight at this point. It's so late, but I was like, yeah, that's okay. Well, lucky again. That was really poorly managed. I think I greeted for Dora for way too long. I think I just keep that 5M when I draw it onto 5-7, 5-7-9. Ryankan. Very nice high pie, by the way. Tons of completed shapes. I reach on 5, so maybe. I'm actually a little overblocked here, depending on what I draw. Perfect thing would be if drawing 5, so here. Oh, I do need. And I can go headless Yishan 10. That's still fine. Also works if I draw. Okay, that's also fine. Yeah, headless here is totally chill. I mean, I could also cut 5-7M there, which is maybe even better actually. That's weird. Because I'm waiting to draw over into any of these. Yeah, actually maybe I just take the confirmed. It's this early, like I think it's fine. Could have considered that. Okay, that works too. Oh wait, now we have to cut the shape. That is unfortunate, but so be it. See now, like having that 3-so would have been way nicer. I could reach you on. Is it? I think it might be. Like this sucks to give up Pinfu, but given I see 2 8Ps out, I think 9P is like a good weight here. But not ideal. This might have been also a little early. Like I think I could have. I'm worried if like I wait around too long for a good weight. Like we're already not Tanyo, so we're only giving up Pinfu with this. I think a small hand is fine. I'm curious. Yeah, also we have a Suji trap with 6 But I'm curious what the what Maka has to say about this. Like, I think that's a totally reasonable discard. But it is just Richie no Me, but yeah. I think any hand in a storm at this point, like anything is good when the game's going quickly with small hands, but maybe I could have greeted more. I actually think no, I think I was just legit just supposed to drop the 5-7 from the 5-6-6-7 shape that early. Like we have good shapes. No really good reason to not just drop just keep the confirmed pair with 2 good shapes. I think that was the mistake actually. 9p Dora, pretty hard to use here unless we draw a pair. I'll give it a bit to, I say it's a shape, but it's not a shape I'm super interested in. Don't super believe in Itsu here for this. I'd rather just have a normal hand. Could have dropped, I mean, there's a consideration for 2S maybe. Like there's not a huge, yeah. All right, I guess I dropped. I mean, it's maybe a bit premature, but I don't really know what my pair is going to be here and what I'm going to draw into, and I really am not terribly fond of dropping 9M here. It gives up 8M acceptance. But maybe I have to do it anyway. It doesn't actually give, I mean, it means I don't get to make 2 shapes out of it, but maybe I have too many good shapes. I'm probably just supposed to keep the 2, yeah, we can fix the pair now. This is probably fine. And then we just wait to see which one of these fills in, and this keeps us maximum acceptance if we draw into an Anko of anything. Does unfortunately mean that we don't get Tanya, but could have considered dropping that full shape, honestly, after 7-so drop. Or 7-so draw, rather. I'm just cutting 1S, 1S. But I think that feels a little greedy at this point to go back and Shanten. We just want a fast hand. Ideally, anyway. Getting a little late to be holding these sorts of tiles in my hand, though. Yuck. This 4p does not look very safe. Well, I mean, they both dropped 5p's, but I don't know. This is unfortunate. Just can't seem to really get my hands over the line in this game. Been a lot of this, like all the it's one person super ahead and everyone else is like scrabbling at the bottom of the heap to put something together. This is nice though. Yeah. Again, just fast hand. Chin Dora. I think we keep that. Ideally, we turn this into 2 shapes with 1, 3, 5-so draws. Consideration with 5p versus 6m is just that there's a little bit of overlap here on tiles, so hold 6m as a floater until we either draw around it, like this is fine, can still upgrade, and just get the fastest tempo we possibly can. Upgrades with 3M. Honestly, do I take Shampoo here? Probably. Well, 9p is out already, but maybe. But a lot of upgrades still, and I think this is probably fine. Can't really do anything with Dora if I draw it, unfortunately. That is just how it is. Yeah, mostly just hoping for an upgrade for a better shape. 7S would, or 7M would be ideal for a less central. Well, actually, they're both good. Either end. Oh, thank you. Fine, just trying to claw our way to second place here. Somehow, some way. Okay, another fast hand is also fine. Probably not a Tezuke calling here, though. One Estorta, hard to use again. Sure. Alright, Sha is twice out. Let's that. I can probably cut 9. Like this shape is a little better just because you can draw 7M for Yankan, but I think here I'm interested. Like I want the upside of the Hatsu pair more. Although it's still going here. Well, not now. Oh, I wonder what the theory is on. Well, I don't love Atsuzuke here. Even now when it's kind of like, oh, nice draw. That's great. Leaves us with more pair options if we need them. If we draw into another triplet, but I'm more likely we draw into something around this 5M. I'm probably dropping. Oh, nice draw. Need to drop one pair here. And this looks ideal. Honestly, wait. Maybe I was a little hasty with that 9p drop. Like this could have been Honitsu considerations, but I would still need to draw into another shape, and these are all good floating tiles, so I'm not sure if that's reasonable or not. Can't call that. This is also still reachable, but one piece dead, so we'd have to cut a pair from this. If I draw around 9, let's go back. Mostly because I cut 9p already. If I kept 9p, I would probably keep 8p as well and drop 5m. If I draw anything around 5m, I'm gonna drop the Haku pair probably. It is awkward if I finish this shape first. What happens then? I think that's the same situation. I think I do go for Haku drops. That is unfortunate, but can't read the wall. 5M is getting scary to keep around though. Not seeing anything close to it. So this is scary. Don't know anything about what's going on with Shimo's hand. Could just be bad draws, but no idea. Really, 5S Tadashi is spooky. Ah. Well, 5M is Nakasuji. 4S is none of the above. I'll try it. Shonpai Haku, I don't know about that. Upper Sozu look pretty safe, but yeah, I think 7S feels okay. Problem is, what am I doing? I mean, ideal draw one here would be 5S to keep 10 pi, but I think I'm just supposed to fold this. It's dealer repeat regardless. Unfortunate. So be it. We have a safe tile for the last draw. Maybe if we luck into a 5, yeah, we can stay 10 pi. Beautiful. Love to be lucky. Maybe we get a run here at the end. Okay. Nope. but I will still take the points. That is very, very nice for me. And now we are in second. South 3 repeat again. Super lucky 5S draw, but you gotta stay open to stuff like that. Pretty decent high pie here. 7M Dora, which we can accept. Some pretty nice shapes here. Decent floating tiles. I feel like this hand could go somewhere. Drew into our third pair. How do I feel about 8M drops? I would still like to accept Dora here if I can. Maybe it's 3P first. Yeah, I think 3P first. And we'll keep 3-6S as floating tiles, 8M to hopefully accept Dora, but 8M probably goes next unless I find something else to do with it, that is. I do have 3 pairs here, but I think this shape is better. Sure. I think the shaper is better as it is. Well, you know what? Maybe I think I'm overthinking it. I think this should just get trimmed. I think maybe I'm supposed to keep. Maybe this is supposed to go first. So we have. All right, beautiful fill. Yeah, let's just cut this down. Now it's probably 8M cut, unless something strange happens. I don't need that at the moment. I'm more interested in my other tiles at the moment. 7M Dora cut is spooky. Means they're pretty close to 10 pi if I had to hazard a guess. Or they just want a really good shape. But that's a good indicator usually. I have to consider they could be Dama. Alright, 3 pairs. I suppose I'm dropping these if I somehow get if I get a Tanyao shift with 4P, maybe. Might as well keep the option open, but that is not. 2P is not a fold, so we'll have to see. 2 8Ps out is pretty bad for my shapes. So we have what, 2P? We can start with 9P, I suppose. 8M, 8M is. I mean, if they had pair of the door, they would have kept it. And if they were waiting on 8M, they would have kept this. I feel okay about it. I do still want to try and keep 8P live if I possibly can, but it might be too much. Oh no. Well, that's really bad for me. Jesus. That's Haneman. Well, now I'm fighting for third in all last, which is really bad. Probably don't want to reach you here to put myself any closer, and their dealer. Yuck. Good news is we have decent shapes here. I'm gonna cut 1P just because South Pair has a very high upside for me. 1, 2. Shapes are a little funky. Great fill. We can drop this 1-2 shape for now. We can also just drop the south, but like I said, I think having a faster hand here is as important as it gets, so. Could have gone for Itsu. Well, now I get punished. Should have thought about that more. I did not. Was not thinking about it actively. That's pretty bad. We can still just drop 2M back, though. Unfortunately, this is also looking like a Rishi hand. If I draw 3M, what am I doing with that? Don't know. Yeah, I actually might have briefed myself a bit. It would be nice to open this hand, if possible, but no reason to cut a shape right now. is exactly what I did not want to see. And I have no save tiles. Awesome. Well, in that case, I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to be discarding here. Like, I know 7-8 makes the most sense, but I do think maybe it's 9M to see if I can try and see things. Try and open this hand because I can't just fold this. I mean, I can, but like, well, that sucks. I mean, all right, it's pretty over for me. We get a repeat, but like, my win con is yuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no shot. So I need Hanuman or direct hit, like 3 Han hands. I mean, there's value here if we can get there in time, but 5, 6, 7. I will try and keep this 7S if I can. I mean, there's also 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku, but I don't. I think I need to work toward Tanyo legal hand as well. I still don't even think I want double south, so I'm gonna cut that. Am I keeping the Dora? This is a good question. I'll give it one more turn. I don't think I'm supposed to cut the 7, so. Or some sort of 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku possibility. But also, does it make sense to cut it from my hand? Like, I don't think I can pawn, really. I think I have to go for... Yeah... Alright. I have to go for a Richi hand pretty much here. Actually, 7 so might have to... Or am I just cutting down... Because this is Yankan, so this has to stay together, but... Where's my pair here? Is the question. Seven so might have to go. Okay, what am I doing here? Cutting 5p is the best cut here, but I think I have to try and keep this Sanshoku alive somehow. This does not feel good to do. I don't know how many... I don't think I can give up any more Dora from this hand that I can think about. 3, 5, 7? Sanshoku is worth more than... Well, if I'm doing this, I should have just cut... If I'm not willing to go for 3, 5, 7 over 7, 8, I should have just cut this to begin with. Because I don't know where my other pair is coming from. What is that? All right, I think it's gotta be... Is it now? I don't know. Because now this is the pair? I suppose? Oh, brother. I genuinely... Maybe I'm too greedy. Maybe I'm just supposed to go for highest efficiency. Give up on the Sanshoku. I'm not finding my fills here. It's getting really late too. I will have to look at this. I don't know. Huh. Okay. This does technically preserve the Did I grief it? I think I griefed it. I think I was supposed to drop 5M there. It depends on what I... Well, this is... Yeah. Because that was the Sunchoker, right? It was 6, 7, 8, 7, 7. But also if I don't get it, like dropping 5M on this board is something. I don't know. I just kind of have to assume that I should go for max value, but it just took way too long to get there. Yeah, I think I was supposed to do that. I didn't really have enough time to figure out once I hit 10 pi there. Haite. Pretty please. Nope. Well, that also sucks too, because now the dealer can just fold without any consequences, really. Like, that's a good excuse. Well, that sucked. I definitely fumbled that open Tanyao hand, but most of this felt pretty out of my... let's take a look. That hand also probably should have been... I could have just gone for max efficiency and just hope to like get a direct hit or like hit Ura or something. I think there's consideration for that as well. That one felt like we're ahead of the most agency, the last hand at least, in terms of like an actual... Because everyone else was just kind of hit big hands this game, and that was like my only one I was really able to get over the line. Yeah, I don't like how I played this game. I think there was I mean, as far as efficiency goes, some fumbling to be had, but it was also a lot of folding. Okay, what was this? When did this... Okay, yeah, this was like too early for... Oh, I disconnected. I forgot. Never mind. I will ignore that. Yeah. This was the... Okay, it's like close on the T or not. I don't like it personally, but I can understand. Like, it is technically closer to Tenpai, but I don't like the 1-3 shape. I would rather drop the 1 and keep the 3-3-4. And yeah, and at the end, I was just like, I don't see a real world where I'm dropping these into a like Shonpai, Yakuhai into 2 Honitsus seems really bad. I also think it's fine here when we see, I don't know. Well, you know, actually, maybe this is the time to do it now. Because, you know, 1M is still better. I think, actually, this is a good... Maybe I should think about this more. Because this, especially Pei, doesn't give us any value to the hand. So now it's like, okay, someone pawns it. Okay, sure. But, like, we were going to drop it anyway, probably. So... Interesting. I suppose... No, actually, this is a good consideration, too. Because this adds more value to our Honitsu that doesn't have it. And then we can also probably just go Chinitsu from here. Like, we Chi 5, 6, 7. We have a 3-3-5 shape that can be pretty good. And then potentially go into a... This still leaves us a pair for Chinitsu as well. Yeah, I could see this. I could see this. Yeah, this was greedy for sure. It wants a fold here, and I don't blame it. This was, like, pretty greedy, but kind of, yeah, from here I was like, okay, yeah, no shot. 5 so is not real. Into 2 Sozu Honitsus, like, I don't think so. I think the fold there was correct. It felt bad, but I also think there was consideration for not going for super fast hands, but when you're like neck and neck with 2 other players who are also slamming fast hands, I don't know that there's much, especially when your hands look like this. Like, yeah, it could maybe be Ritzy, but I think you just take it when it's given to you. Yeah, I'm mostly curious about this hand. I'm sure there are plenty of inefficiencies. I was thinking especially also like the Ricci at the end, not good. But I don't. I mean, dropping Aqua 5M not ideal either on a table that's probably full of. If anyone was Dama, they probably were at that point. Let's see where the disagreements are. Actually, this is also. It's close. I could actually see. I was saying like, oh, it's not enough, but it's. I'd have to direct hit. The problem is opening the hand is the more important mistake, I think. Or would be. Hello, hi Mui. Good to see you. I think I have stream curse. I got another fourth. Okay, this is interesting. It just wants to confirm the pair. I get that. I think I just tunneled too much on Sanshoku here, really. Because also 8M cut here still leaves open drawing into 6M as well. It still keeps the 357 Yankan. I think it's probably gonna hate dropping. Yeah, like you're supposed to just keep the value, and this is just I think especially here, like this can also be this is either the 6-9 Runman or it's 357 Yankan sort of like nested. So this is just the most efficient thing to do and keeps good value. I think it's fine to just go for a normal. Like if a Ricci hand with like 2 Dora is just good enough, you know, and just have to hope that like you'd sumo Ura 1 or something or like direct hit. Like I think griefing the efficiency is too. I think it's gonna hate the like this is illegal. I agree with Maka on this. I think the Sanshoku tunnel was really. The rest of it's kind of just probably gonna be the same, you know. Yeah. Oh, you know what? It doesn't give a damn about the Sanshoku, and you know what? Fair enough. This is just too dangerous to drop at this point. Like everyone's who was like, if they were tenpai is tenpai now, and then like it's a little much. So you take like take the guaranteed Dora over, you know, the Sanshoku dream. But yeah, it just took too long. I don't really like how I played this. But it was still pretty far too, right? Like, getting hit with dealer. I don't know. Everyone else got big hands that game, and I was the big loser in all of that. I think I'm actually gonna grab some water real quick. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I did actually. I was saying, oh, I didn't really have any promising hands till the very last one of the game. I do want to actually see what I drew. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot my computer completely shut down. So I'm morbidly curious on, because I was like, this could have been something. And this was where I just disconnected. Yeah. Tough. Yeah, this could have been. It could have been anything easily. Obviously, hard to easy to say in retrospect, seeing what tiles you drew. But like, this probably would have gotten over the line. I don't know if that matters too much. Well, I mean, who knows? But obviously, giving up. At least I didn't deal in, luckily. But like, I have to keep that in mind. I'm not too pressed about the score. Remembering that I got disconnected in the middle. Like, it's whatever. Take the hands that were dealt. It does suck though. That basically wiped out all my progress from yesterday. So we'll just have to win it back right now. I love this art so much. I'm becoming broke on orbs because I keep buying all the art when it rotates in. Alright, 6 Dora. Pretty whatever looking hand. Twice out. Okay, that's something. I will watch your career with great interest, Manzu Tiles, and see where we end up. So I'm not going to be playing around any Konitsu shapes or anything like that. Currently, it's not enough to work with yet. One, two, three Sanshoku idea exists, but like, given these shapes, I don't think it's super realistic. Huh. That is... I don't think I'm interested. Yeah, well, it's also not real because one of these has to be my pair, so... mostly just want to... I mean, this can upgrade more easily. Let's just... I mean, this is maybe a little premature. I could cut this back down, or the 7-9, but... I'll have to look back at this. Maybe I'm just supposed to cut 7-9. It's a slightly worse shape, but they're all bad shapes, so like, whatever. But I also don't know if I'm supposed to prematurely be trimming a full shape, you know? I guess that goes back. Yeah, because this gives up 3S, which is not great. Alright, well, we can just fold from here, I guess. I don't really have any good options, so 1M Unko goes first. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And that's not the fun kind where you're laughing and yucking it up. How do I feel about 1M? Okay. Luckily, I don't have to... Rishi Batsu, 1 Dora, 58? Oh, wait, what? What do you... Oh, 40 fu. Okay. 40 fu from what? What did I miss? Maybe they had an Anko of something. I zoned out a little. Interesting hand. 789 SSK, maybe. Okay, that helps a lot. Alright, we're gonna toss the tone here. Problem is, there's no pair that doesn't involve breaking. Oh my god. I think I'm just supposed to fix the Ryamen, probably. Yeah. Nandora is not of interest to us, unfortunately. Oh, huge. All right. Worst of the shapes to reach Xian, but like, I will not turn down a Tanyao. Very sad we couldn't get the Sancho, but so be it. Still a good weight. Actually, I have a little more. Oh, thank you. Any flips? Nope. Richie Pinfu Farmer, 2k, plus 1 Homba. But that's still nice. Hey, feels wow. I haven't had a chance to get this feeling of a good starting hand into a nice little normal Richie. Wow. What an honor. Speaking of honors, am I cutting these now? I think so. I have decent shapes to work with here. Okay, that one, not so much. That's something, I suppose. Or only pair. Sounds a little awkward if I keep Dora for shapes purposes. But it also makes this hand way better. So what are we doing about that? Am I willing to cut a full shape? Not really. I think I'm supposed to cut it. Because this has Ipeko on either end of it. On one or forest draw. And I'm not willing to cut a full shape. I do feel like I cut Yakuhai Dora pretty easily. Huh. This might have ended up going headless. I don't know if that was correct or if I'm just supposed to cut 8-9 there. Just keep pair and then one force P weight with 2 out. I do think I'm supposed to cut this now. We're not giving up a 6M since we have a 5, so we can just cut the 8 now. Yeah, this might have there may be a consideration to do this first. But okay, there we go. Ipeko confirmed. And this is to say if I do get the Ipeko, maybe I'm just supposed to keep a pair in the event that happens. So a little forethought might have benefited me more there. Ideally, we would draw into 5 or 4 so. 4-6, probably better than this 5M. Yeah, ideally, we draw into 4-6 so for the pair. If that does not happen, then we will figure out what else to do. There's also 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku considerations here. So I could do 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. But this is the pair if I do something weird, so like that sucks for me. Just get to dodge Ipatsu, but can't do that. Can I do this? Yes, it is react. What am I folding with? Oh, 4S. I think this hand could have been played better. Yeah. 7.9 on the Kanchan. Rip. All right, we're all like back to starting points basically. Well, I guess you're going now. Interesting hand. All right, cool. 4 pairs here, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I'm not stoked about that. I don't really want to go Chitoi with these shapes, if I can help it. Sometimes I'll still hedge, but I would really prefer not to, if I have a say in it. But if I draw a 5th pair here, then I draw a 5th pair, you know, like that is what it is. I also don't really want to go toy if I can, without a triplet in hand, at least. All right, well, what have I spoken myself into? Well, that is unfortunate. I guess I can just drop 4p now. And then 1p pair. I could drop 7m or 7p, 7p, but okay, I was gonna say I feel okay enough about the Suji, especially since it's pre-Richi. Okay. 2s. It's too far. It's just too far. Also, the tiles I'd have to drop to make it happen are not safe, so can't do it. I'm afraid. I need to figure out what I'm dropping. This is half Suji. I can just do 7p, I suppose, from here. Or 9s is safe. I probably should have kept that, actually. It's safer to multiple players. I'd love to get some more info. Alright. If this Richi wasn't here, I'd have a pretty cracked hand. I'm just gonna drop this now. This is way safer to everyone else at the table if there's a chase Richi. Oh, 8-so did come out. Oh, okay. That is not safe. Well, it is now, I guess. Nice hand. 7 points. Oh no, it's 5.2. Pinful Tsumo. 4-hand Pinful Tsumo. Gotta keep that in mind. Yuck. I'm not really considering this for Sanshoku, so it's probably going next. Yeah. Been like a pretty normal hand. I don't think I'm keeping this tone for too long. As soon as I get any other draw around another shape, it's probably out of here. S. Interesting. Great fill. Okay. Three. I think I'm probably supposed to cut. Oh, okay, well that helps. This is unfortunate though. Wow. I wasn't sure that was Fanitsu or not. Nope, just a very fast hand. That sucks. There goes my dealer seat, and we're into South round now. This is feeling similar to that last game where these hands are just going by like lightning. 9-so Dora we can kind of accept. Potentially Itsu for Insozu. 6 unique tiles. And also is a better way for us to use 9-so Dora. Oh boy. Another one of these. I think I need to think a little bit more, but it just doesn't make sense to be turbo pushing into hands like this. You are though, huh? Well, I don't want to be third to the party. Oh, good God. I'm gonna get the most. Whoa. For Dora Khan. That's freaky. Yikes. No Ura, even on the unlucky Khan. Okay, another. VCP. Yeah, this is not great for me. I need to try and get a decent hand in somewhere. 6p Dora, which we can use decently. Trim my terminals for now. Hope we can pair up a Yakuhai. These are equally bad, so we'll just pick one. 5-9 interval is similarly bad either way. Okay, that's a pair. I guess we can go to south, I suppose. Of course, you have it, and it's double for you. Oh, nice for you. Considerations that this might. Okay, so 9S Tadashi. Okay, we drew the triplet, which is interesting. This might just. This could be 1M pair, but I don't want to trim it back in case we draw through. Yuck. I can pawn that, I guess. Or C3P if it comes out again, and we can be. Oh no, that doesn't work. I was like thinking about how to see. You think we're just supposed to be cutting pair? Yikes. Enos new Dora. I think that goes back. That's awkward. I'm gonna cut 1M pair here. I think this is too good of a shape to keep, or to not keep, and I need to cut a pair. Okay. Is this supposed to be Chitoy? I don't think so. I mean, this could go Adazuke, but I don't see a great reason to do it. This is not helpful. I mean, it's getting late, but also like, okay, 3Ps. There are three piece Kabe now. I was like, I probably should have seen that, but oh my god, what is that hand? Gross. Well, that at least puts me into a better third position, but like again, this game is going by really fast, and I cannot keep up with anyone. 5p Dora. Okay, great. I play for the most part. Just hoping to fill out a few more shapes. Oh. Please spare me. Could be worse, I guess. That's so really? And my pair, it breaks my... Honestly, considerations for just dropping Dora instead, because South is double. It's too Han for me. This is so cheeks. Yet again, I'm not a Yakuhai Dora believer, and maybe I should be. But this hand is... It's like, okay, if the hand is... I don't know, this hand feels very borderline. Also, I should just be going for outside here, I think. 6M is not a thing. Like, if I can get a 9 PT or something, I think we're kind of looking at something decent. I suppose. Like, it's not that much of an efficiency tank anymore, so, like, why not? That is my only pair, unfortunately. Oh, there's my south. I should have kept that. I think cutting Dora is fine, but keeping one of the two is probably correct. Like, this 3 still's not really doing anything for me. Oh, please spare me. Alright, well, south 4, my dealer. It's no Ipatsu because of the break, but that is Richinoi. Decent shot at either second or third or second, depending on how this hand looks. That is not bad. Let's go pay first. I think I am supposed to play this north, though. Ideally, we find another pair here. First, there were considerations for Wanitsu, but I'm not super interested. There's another pair, although again, ideally. All right, these shapes are really coming together, which is fantastic. Just need to draw something around 5M now. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Do you have to drop this 3P now, though? Unlucky. Well, actually, it's fine. Like, we weren't going to use that anyway. There's also a... If I do draw, like, 6S, there's a 345 Sanchoku for an extra Han consideration. Like, cheating a 3M would help with that. Alright, for now, we're just gonna take what we can. Not... This is also a very scary hand to have open, but fine. We are 10 pi, 4, 7, so... 2 Dora. Or 2 Han, rather. 1 Dora Southwind, I should say. Dealer seat should be 2.9. Or is it? Or is it 3.9? Oh, I guess I will have to find out. It's really sad seeing 2 completed sequences in here, but... I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Just to hope it's not enough to boot me out from dealer. Still at least 1 Dora. Alright, well. That confirms third. Another really gross game. I definitely feel way better about how I played most of it, though. Than the last game. Really? Shh. Alright, Archer. Alright, fine. You can model. You
Blade works.
I feel better about this one. I think I played to my outs better. But really sucks I wasn't able to get that last hand over the line and maybe try to Gyakuten to second. I don't feel like there's I mean, it's probably just the usual like efficiency stuff. I missed some things here and there as I usually do, but nope. No, I'll not obviously I don't want to take Maka for as gospel, you know, but it was pretty good. All right, what happened here? Was this? Oh, I mean, all of these were really early reaches, so like, I assume this was just a fold early. Okay, this was way pre. I think I said something about like cutting the shape early. There's no reason to. We have Yakai. This is silly. Nah. Oh yeah. Okay. Richi. Yeah. Sure. This is greedy. Yeah. There's no real reason to not cut the like this there's no like real Mawashi angle here, so I might as well just cut the Genbu tiles, you know. All right, yeah, this is just folding stuff. I think I can consider then U1. Yeah. Right. Any other? What was this? Oh, yeah, this is gonna just be low efficiency. It's interesting this is actually like close. I do think probably 6. This makes more sense. I also wonder what it said about the south. Okay, I could see either of these. I think 6M makes more sense here. Like this is a very Chanta looking hand. I think it's fine to just try and keep both of these. I think you cut 6M and the second 3. I think cutting this 3 so makes sense. So I think looking back at it, these would have been better. Because I think especially like what I was mentioning, right? Like if I can pair up either of these, like a south or Dora, it really helps the hand a lot. So especially considering like most of these shapes are already formed, we already kind of know what we're going for. I think I was too hasty to trim these. I think these make way more sense. So I think that's what I would do. Looking back, like cutting this, keep the 9M, cut the. I would just cut 3 so here. But this is under the assumption I cut the way I just said, where this 6M is no longer here, and we have south and Haku. Just cut 3 so, and we're just looking for something for Chanta. So it could also be Jinsan, you know, if like the shapes work out, but unlikely, I think. Yeah, and then what happened? Who won? Like, okay, sure. Oh, you recheat. Wait, what? Oh, you cheated the 4P. That was the recheat tile. I was like, where did I didn't see a recheat tile. All right, well, another like nothing burger of a game, really. I do feel quite a bit better about how I played that one, but and you know, good to dodge. I do feel like I could have easily gotten 4th that game too. Some of those hands were but yeah, this is just you know, a variance question. Kind of have to, when it's games like this, you just have to be lucky to get your hands across the line. I don't know. These are questions where I'm like, okay, when it's games like this where that goes super fast and the Richis are like first row all the time, when you have to make the decision of like, okay, it's time to start pushing. But every time I think about it, the risk reward is just not there to push. Especially like I don't like it's usually, I mean, if they have value maybe, but I feel like I didn't have to make that choice much. Let's not play around Sanchoku. Too many good shapes. I could have cut 7P maybe, but feels a bit premature. I could go for Honitsu here, honestly. But I think I'd rather confirm it with oh, that's interesting. I would like to accept Dora if I can. I feel better about cutting this shape weirdly. I mean, I know efficiency wise it doesn't make a lot of sense, but getting this is pretty helpful. Or if anything, maybe I should just cut this now. But it's like I'm not even really happy to fill in 1, 2, 3. So unless I get the Hatsu, so okay. Chin. Yeah, let's go for it. It's only once cut. Nice. Would love a 2P chi here. That would be ideal to have the I keep forgetting the name, Kantan, I believe. No, I always forget it because they have quite similar names between like the one that's right next to the triplet and oh. I speak it into existence. Beautiful. So this is Honitsu 1. This is also quite a bit of Fu, I think. This is 1 open Yakuhei triplet and 1 one closed Yakuhai and one closed, central tile. So this is probably quite a bit of fu. So 3 Han could be 50? 40. Okay, 7.7. Pretty sweet. Suppose having it be open is the killer on that one. So I want to do more math. Okay, another pretty nice hand here. Shindora. Just 4+. Oh yeah. I hear you. Another disgusting pie, honestly. Same considerations for like I think like 79 or 234. Like we're just getting this hand over the hump. Anything here is good, really. Just have to remember not to, unless we find another pair. Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, these are about the same. AP is a little more dangerous. We see 2 9s out, so it looks a little. Sozu looks cheaper, so this is. I don't know what the considerations are really on keeping. Okay, we'll take it if we can get it. If I find another pair, I would cut the. Meh, it depends. We'll see. That's a shape. Am I willing to give up Dora for it? I don't think so. It's a better shape, I should say, rather. Gives up 2p. But I think I'm willing to... The problem is if I draw around it, I guess I'm dropping this. Am I dropping 2 4? Okay, 2 3 4 T. Looks pretty Tanyao for the most part from Kami. I mean, it could also be some sort of Pinzu something or other. Don't need that. Wow, that is very nice. I think I think it makes sense. This is 2 Han. I would rather keep better shapes, completed shapes, to try and get this over the line first. Oh, actually, this is... I still have to drop a pair. I have to drop this back to a pair if I finish any of these other shapes, but hopefully I draw into... Okay, that's very nice. And hopefully we can get this to a better weight. I was like, this is for this scenario exactly, where if I can find another pair, I can keep this concealed. Could Tonki, but I'm not... Well, maybe that might be the better thing. I'm just like, I'm okay when it's this kind of situation, or I can maybe upgrade. All right, this does look Pinzu Honitsu for sure. Gotta be wary about that. Does mean there's more. 3M's more likely to come out, but now I can't really drop Pinzu super freely anymore. Oh, they don't want that. Shonpai. Could Tonki this. Is that even better? I don't think so. Gives up the upgrades as well. I don't think anyone's really cutting 3p. If they know what's good for them, given this situation. I need to make sure. I need to pay more attention to Tsumugiri or Terashi, what they're cutting from their hand or not. What do you got? Raise. I call a raise. 9p today. I don't think I can cut that. That is unfortunate. That might be a better... That's a Tonki I'm willing to consider if I can pull in 3p or something. But I don't see a world where I can cut that here. Do need to consider everyone else. I see no Manzu here. 9p. This might just be a fold as well, but need to be... that's a shame. Like, I could see pushing this, but I don't see a good reason when I'm in a good spot to be duking it out with someone who has less to lose, you know? All right, another pause. Oh, yeah, no thanks. It could be 6p Shanpon, honestly. Problem here is I kind of have to give up something here. Oh, my 3M. So sad. But, yeah, I think it's just... I mean, they could also be... They could be Tonki on East, so it's not a super safe tile. This feels fine. Hopefully we don't have to make that decision. Also, I hope 3P doesn't come out for the same reason. Alright. Are you cheating for a 10 pie? No. There it is again. It's the second hot screen. No pause this time. This feels fun. Okay, I didn't end up. I feel okay about this. Obviously, the hand has a lot of value, but I don't need the value, and they do. You know, yeah, I'm good. I am good. That's what. Honitsu Dora 3. That's Bangan. Were they also North Sea? They were, right? So that's actually, I think that's Hanuman, because that's also... Well, I guess they would get either or, right? So... I don't... It was at least Mongon. So, like, direct hit Mongon's 16k swing. Plus 1 Homba. Like, I'm good. Alright, pretty decent high pie here. 2 Dora. So hopefully this can be our pair. Or triplet if we draw into it somehow. Would also be nice. Oh, that's also nice. Do you think I take that and drop 7? Honestly, maybe I'm just supposed to drop it now if I want to confirm it as the pair. Yeah, that feels okay to me. Okay. Sozu Honitsu considerations. They could also have a pair of the Dora. 8S. Okay, you don't want that. And 4S Tadashi. Okay. Interesting. Not entirely sure how interested I am. Wow. Alright. Okay, it was just a regular Andy hand. Atsunomi. Plus 2 Honda. 1.1. Okay, nice high pie. 3S we can also accept, which is great. Could be Honda with different draws. That's also true. Alright, here we go. Back to fast hand land again. It looks like. And I might be joining them if I can pair up my alcohol. Oh, that's freaky. Did already drop a Haku, but you know, you never know at this point. It's pretty scary. Nice draw. Okay. None from hand. Think. Interesting. Pause on that makes me think maybe it was someone else who doesn't necessarily want to push into this, but so I think if it were that play, they would have just taken it unless it's their only pair. Alright, these draws have been phenomenal. I need to think more about my shapes. This is 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well, decision. Oh, this is kind of tragic. Do I Mawashi this? I don't think so. Or not Mawashi, like look for a better. I think I'm just supposed to send this. I know, yeah, I can get upgrades to this pretty easily, but yeah, actually Dama, this is probably better, you're right. I wasn't thinking about, I need to be paying attention to more to my, legality, where I'm like, oh, Shanpon, I need to reach this, but I was like, it's Tanya, bro. Just walk in a little. And also, like, they're probably pushing this hand. If I had to imagine, it's pretty good value. So, we'll see. Not like the weight is good, so that's the other consideration for Damaing. So, okay. Or we just get lucky. That's a lot. Sumo, Tanyo, Dora 2. It's at least 5k. Oh, yeah. Or I say 5k. 5 Han, I should say. No Ura, unfortunately, but, you know, can't really complain about that too much. I still think it should have been... I agree with you, it still should have been Dama. Yeah. Not ideal. Another pretty sweet high pie. Probably just trimming 8M from this. And hoping to fill out some shapes here. Nice. Question here. I probably want to keep this 122. Maybe I trim 8. Okay, that works too. Very, very nice fills here. Best draw here is 7 so. That's interesting. I think I could take this, but there's no real good reason to do it. I think I just drop it back. Like, I have the Dora here. I don't need to, and I'm in a great spot. There's no good reason to do this. It's funny, but like, and yeah, I get an extra draw, but eh. Okay, now I think I just dropped this shape. And there's no real worries about footy 10 here. I'll just take the safe tile, honestly. Maybe a little premature, but I don't think so after that draw. They're equally safe. Oh, this is safer there. That's open, I suppose. Fortunately, this one does have to be reached because it's not painful legal or anything else that I can see. But if we fill out the 2-3 shape first, we can have a 3-sided weight on 369p, which is awesome. All right, didn't get the best weight, but that is still fine. 1-4 so is great, and we still looks like, you know, 8 copies in the wall, depending on what's in people's hands, and, you know, 1 so. Pretty innocuous weight, so I'm very happy with this. This is 3T3 Dora. Alright, scary chase, but we'll have to see what comes out. I think 1-4 is the better weight. I think it's, I mean, yeah, 9P's dead basically, but so I see what you're saying. But more chance for sumo. Okay. Wow. That is, what, 1 chance? Yeah, that was the last copy. That's really unfortunate. Also unfortunate for me. Oh, Ura too. Rip. That actually sucks for me. Now I have to pay more attention to not falling out of first. And also unlucky situation if they get hit from another giant dealer hand. That they could. I might just drop the second without any chance of retaliation. Nice non-double up here. Miss slight consideration for Itsu or Honitsu here. I will hedge a bit, but could also just be normal mode. 4P Dora, also another reason to consider this. But looking like a fast hand from you. Yeah, I will consider 7-8. I did not catch whether that was from hand or not. Starting to look a little more normal, especially because we're losing all sorts of draws over there. 1-7. I mean, it doesn't look. I think 7P is not the worst weight I've ever seen. Can always cut it later, but now this looks a little more normal. Or like more of a normal hand, I should say. We are 6 blocked here, so I'm happy to drop this back on the... But if we draw 4P, That I'm not sure I'm interested in. I do want to keep this 5 soul pair if I can, if I do end up being able to pull in south still, but I think I'm gonna drop it back now. 3 souls is probably still better. I know, I mean 1 soul still makes us fruity on 2S draw, but that's fine. I just want to finish a shape. Not quite sure what Toyman's going for here. Can't really tell. 7S is a bit of a strange tile if it is overflow and that early. So it's maybe normal, but 7-8P is also weird. I don't really know what to think about this. And if it were Chanta, the discards also don't really make sense. I don't actually love this discard either. But I should do it now. Like I was like, maybe they want it, but not 6P. 3 pairs. I'm not thrilled about this situation. 3S does not look particularly safe at all. We see no. Huh. Let's try this. This might just be. I can't peen for this either. Yuck. Exactly what I was just hoping wouldn't happen. I don't like this right now. I also don't like dropping 5S into that. You're gonna give me a good weight. I don't think I can turn it down. This is scary. I think I'm okay with pushing 1 tile since I still don't know what the hell this is. So they did have a. They did have a. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is also still probably just Rishi no Mi, honestly. So it might be. But now that I just want to kick. I want to kick Kami out of the dealer's seat, which is the main reason I want to Rishi this, because I can't really Dama in. If I were going to, I would have taken the Nanpon anyway. And if this causes if I can get out of here, if we get to Ryukyoku and dealer fold, I'm also happy with that. G5M. What on? I'm so curious to see what this hand looks like. Maybe that shouldn't monkey's paw that, because it could be like that's. It's like, okay, we finally see a Dora. That's why I was saying we see 0 Dora on this table, which is another consideration for not pushing this or not using. To be fair. 0 value visible on the table. People are probably likely to push. And if they can... Or more likely that I could deal in, rather. Considering 10 perhaps. Oh, wow. 2 people, 10. Okay, this works for me. We get to exhaustive and kick Kami out of the dealer's seat, and now it's ours. South 1. That's kind of cringe. Let's just start trimming. 1, 2. Yeah. Meh. We will just have to see if anything comes together. Not the most exciting hand I've ever seen. But you never know. Also 1.6k on the table, so that's consideration as well. For a faster hand, hopefully we can pair up something here. That's also fine to just pick up better shapes too. This is looking better. 9 so Onko is curious. Should have maybe started looking after I saw the second one to see whether it was. That's also Kabe now. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Got Nagashi Mangon going on in my discards. Always a good sign. 4p. Curious. Probably dropping Ada's. Not worth that. Suppose. I also pay attention to Toyman's discards to see what they do or don't need, or what Kami does and doesn't need that they haven't cheated anything from over there. How do I feel about this 1-2 so shape? Not great. It's back in Shanten though. I don't think that that's correct. So what the hell is my hand? 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 6. Okay, I should be cutting it. I'm also losing a lot of rough. Losing a lot of my 2Ms with this 3-4 weight. Just 3 out. This is not ideal. That's awkward. Maybe this is a cheat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can try to get to G20, I suppose. I don't like it, but it is something closer than anything else I can get to. Just have to try and do it without, or if I have to give up the dealer seat here, then if I can do it without dying or dealing in rather, then that is ideal. Good evening, Mage. Good to see you. Happy Mahjong Monday. I suppose it's past a bit, but I've gotten some phenomenal draws here in South 1, as you can see. Whoa. What? Rinshan? Rinshan Kaiho Hold. Wow. Okay, I'm glad I folded. Jesus. I'm totally fine with that. You know, it gives up some space. They are not going well, but there was just 2 very fast games where I did not have a lot of agency. I don't feel too bad. You know, eating another 4th does suck, but obviously, but this one's been going all right. I really wish the point gap weren't as large as it were, and I just had to give up my dealer seat because I drew absolute dog water, but that happens as well. But we can get something together here for this hand. No problem, just win. Yeah, that's the goal anyway. Shop. So that's likely Sozu Honitsu, unless they just happen to have Toy Toy or something. We'll see. Yeah, 2-4. This is very Tanyawi. Could be multiple Dora. Have to be aware. 1M. That's also fair, but I don't think I would be. Well, I mean, I can't understand the mind of my opponents, but I would not be going for Yakuhei Nomi in this position. That's gross. I still have bad shapes to cut too. Not really getting any improvements. And if I fill out a better shape, I kind of have to gamble on drawing into the other one. Like, it's like choosing between 2 penchants. Like, ugh. Need to be thinking a little more. Also, this is not ideal. Yeah, okay, 1S to this. I cannot be cutting Sozu this haphazardly. Alright, let's try to get out of dodge here. Luckily, these paired up, so I can try to get somewhere with like a 7MC maybe. But it's a little tough. Actually, I probably should have cut 9P first rather. This can still be a shape with the 7P chi. I should have. Oh, that's also good though. Not really sure how much I want to be pushing this. Other consideration for dropping this first is I can't chi 7 or Hmm. This one I'm not as interested in. That's nice. 8p feels fine pretty much on this board. Yikes. I can I think I have to push this one. This is my, and it's like that's exactly what I wanted, so. Well, I broke the They hate me! They hate me, want me to die. I don't think that was incorrect. Yeah, I broke Ipatsu and gave them the draw that they needed. Oh, I despise you. I despise you, and I hope that bad things happen to you. Oh, that's so... My first... Yeah, I think I probably misread my shapes, but... This hand is quite good, so we will hope to get this over the line. I can probably cheat this, but do I want to? Yeah, probably. I think I'm just supposed to Razuke here with 2 Yako Hypers. Wait, why did I drop that? Hello? Burst to brain. What are we doing? For some reason, I looked at my discards and not my hand, and I was like, 2M? I don't need that. Well, that's going to be really unfortunate, potentially. We'll see. Yeah, I could have cheated that. Oh. All right, lock in. That's so bad. Okay. 7S. 4. So what am I dropping? I suppose it has to be 4M now, since I screwed this up because 3M is bad, whereas I can still use anything around 6p. All right, it's come back to me. Actually, I think 6p is better floater. Still, but I still gave up that. I just have to hope it comes back, I guess. That's 2 out. How much do I want to greed for this Dota? I mean, they could already be waiting on it, but I think it's now or never. Alright, that's not great. But I still think it makes more sense to keep a 6p floater than Dota, but this would have been way better if I were already 10 pi on these two. Ugh. Now I've got this 6p stuck in my hand, and this is Shonpai. I don't think I'm cutting anything else, so... Now I have to push a 6p. Alright. Dealer repeat is fine. This is what, Hatsunomi? Sure. I can live with this. Yeah, but I mean... It's funny neither of these came out anyway, but like, that was a really, really bad... I had a pretty good opportunity and I fumbled it. Although this is also not bad for me. On the whole. Decent high pie. Pretty good high pie actually. A lot of 3 completed shapes already. Okay, we do want to keep that extended shape. Yonrenke. I mean, yes, technically it didn't matter, but there's a very good chance it could have, which is more important to me. As far as improving play, I don't really care as much about what happened, more so how I played it and what I was thinking about. That's 2 out. Let's get rid of it. Yeah, we won't know. Well, yeah, well, I'm just saying in terms of, like, play, you know? I don't really care how the hand turns out at the end of it when... So... It's more my thinking. But yeah, I'm not gonna, like... I'm not dragging myself through the streets to be tarred and feathered for it, but it was, like... You know, it's, I think, something I was seeing, Who was playing today that I was watching? Yes, I think. Who mentioned that trying to just use the 5 seconds you get, you know, instead of rushing to discard stuff without, you know, just give it a second. You know, you have the time for a reason. This accepts Dora. I think I might just cut this back because I also do want. There's 2, 3, 4 essential considerations as well. All right. That is not great. I have no save tiles. Check your blocks. Yeah, I do think I am 6 blocked, but well, I think I'm just folding anyway, but let me think. All right. Saved from having to make hard choices. Oh, that might kill them actually. 300, 5.8. Oh, the Homba. Well, at least I didn't get my second stolen from me. That's something. Oh, not a turn frame screen. Hi, Cheesy. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I got my first place stolen though. God damn it. But at least it's positive points, but I'm not super. This is like what happened. I feel like a lot of situations has been consistent across my seconds where it's like I was in the lead at some point and wasn't able to keep it, or there was some tomfoolery that I could have avoided by playing better. I did get very good high buys this game. I can't really complain about that. Like I had a lot of agency, but let me. Yeah, I don't think I played super well. I just got luckier. Let me. Yeah, you are correct. I think I was. Yeah, I didn't take my time. I was just talking about 27 attempts. Oh, yeah, the thing. I don't know why they give you that many. Yeah, that's true. So I think this and yikes. I mean, I guess these were. Yeah, this was. Well, I mean, I already know what happened here. Actually, I'm curious about where's the Dora? Yeah, this was just pretty easy. I think pretty easy choice. What about? What is this? No, not you. You. What happened here? Oh. It hates the south discard. Probably for. I think this is like I don't know. I think this is fine to be 6 bucked here and just see what fills in. Because we have two, as I was saying earlier, is like I have 2 bad penchants. Like I would like to have either drawn into something like okay, I draw 7M or 4 something around the 5-6 block and something. So then I can, and then it's like okay, if I have to like get rid of one, or maybe the consideration just like cut both, but. That's the way I'm seeing this. I can understand, like obviously I don't like this either because A, it's overlapping acceptance on 7p, and B, like, you know, I don't like penchants, but to me it makes a little more sense to cut a lone Yakuhai and see and be temporarily 6 blocked and see what I draw into before. But I can understand this. It's also shown pi, and this could also already be 10 pi, which is also the other consideration here. Into the south player, you know. But what was it? They just like, where was it? They just won that gigantic hand. Why am I scrolling? Yeah, here in dealer seat. This was such a. Oh yeah, I got this one to reach you as well. I do think more consideration for Dama. Where is it? This one? Yeah, this one. Actually, let's see. That is... Yeah, I think there was... Yeah, I can see this. Oh, it doesn't want to reach you at all. That's funny. No, I agree. I don't think this was Ipatsu, but I did Sumoe, which was very helpful. But also, like, it's already... I could see myself toward either way. Like, this is not a good tenpai at all. And I broke my own rule of not using not waiting on central tile shanpons. Especially here. Like, this looks... I'm actually curious. What's in your hand? Ah, you did have a Haku. This is very scary. So, like, I don't... Especially on these weights where it's easy for me to drop a Haku here, you know? This is just a Russian Tonki with extra steps. Hi, cookies and cream. Could you elaborate for me? I'm unfamiliar. Yo, snack. Raisin! So good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Tough games today. I keep getting Gyakuten late in the game, or like... Is there a term for that? Getting overtaken, I guess. I don't like... I don't know. There are still like quite a few decisions where I think I'm just not fast enough at reading my hand. So heard that PML won the WSMP. The bulging Tonki. Oh, like yeah, 5p. That always pisses me off whenever that whenever this or like Ipekol single tile weight, I'm just like, why have you cursed me? It's like a cursed me as such. Poker training camp. Oh yeah, I heard y'all were playing, or at least I saw Ivy was playing hella poker at the WRC event. I will say I don't usually get FOMO. I have whatever, I don't know what you call like I get like reverse FOMO. I'm just like really happy to watch people in the community have fun. But I will say the WRC one had me a little bit going evil mode. But I am hoping to go to at least like one East Coast tournament. Yeah, I think Dama this is totally fine. Like I think it's what I just sometimes I think it's just autopilot, but the bad kind. I want to get to autopilot, the parentheses the good kind of just being faster on reading weird shapes and such. This one was like, oh, I have Champon weight. I have to reach this. Like, hello, Tanyo waving its hand in my face. Like, do you hate me? Do you want me to? Would you still love me if I were a worm? Would you still love me if I were a double central Champon weight? Like, this is pretty easy Dama, I think. Yeah. So this one and this one was just like a genuinely I just was just like, don't go as fast next time. It was a really bad 2M drop, but other than that, it didn't end up mattering, but also like it's just don't do that. I was like, playing a little slower would be good. I think I can do at least one more, hopefully. These games have not been inspiring, and I think this is happening a lot where it's like second places by a smidge almost feel worse to me than like these thirds and fourths were like there were still opportunities for improvement, but I didn't feel like where it's like I know that I could have made better, just like played better and probably had a better shot at keeping first. Well, I would have been tenpai on the double yakai if I hadn't griefed my hand. No, but I wasn't tenpai on them because I had that 6p Floyd, right? So if I'd kept the 2-4M, I could have. We saw 3M come out from Kami, so I would have been able to cheat that, drop 6p, and then had been able to or drop the Dora. Hey, either way it's good, but like, or not either way it's good. Would have been way better, rather, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's fine if I don't. I think I could just drop the pay Doran. I just didn't come out, but still good. Yeah, I'm definitely looking Itsu here if I can get it. Otherwise, we're probably just chopping blocks. Chopping yakuhai. That's also open with both yakuhai manga. Yeah. I think it's funny neither of them came out, which was a bummer, but alright, I need to look at these a little more closely. Do I 9S maybe? This does not oh wait, it does. 4, 5. Cheat this and drop a 7. No, that's too early. You take that here? I don't know if I do. Okay, that's a little spooky. I don't. This does not. Actually, is that? I could be nested. Oh wait, that's nested. Nested Yankan, I think 246. All right. Well, this is not it. Okay. I'm scared. I don't like this. I also don't really have any safe tiles though. Yuck. Ugh. What on earth am I folding with? Let's try 7S. There are, this feels very George Orwell, No tiles are safe, all tiles are safe, but some tiles are safer than others, I was like, I don't really want to test. Whoa. All right, well, that's helpful. I'm definitely not dropping Shaw. Yikes. All right, well, I get to get punched in the face, but, so be it. Gross. Is that also Toy? Jeez. Well, lucky they didn't hit another Dora off that con. Otherwise, it would have been an extra 2k out of my pocket, I think. So, sucks to be dealership, but it's not the end of the world. Animal Farm stocks going hard for the genres. Yeah, that's Gentiana has poetry, and I'm pulling out the deep cuts. We're gonna talk about I was gonna say Crime and Punishment is a pretty pretty relevant one for mahjong. A lot of crime happening. And punishment, well, it depends on who you are and where you're sitting at the table, but could be. All right, not the most exciting blocks I've ever seen. Just hang out. I'll be the guy who still talks about holes in Big 2026. Okay, I want to talk about this. I genuinely do. Because I don't understand why it got so popular, and I find looking back at it, it's such an off-putting story. Like, it's pretty dark for something they're like, oh, it's a signed reading. Like, okay, kids, like, gather around. We're gonna talk about the indentured servitude of teenagers and what? You know what I mean? I feel like, what are these freaking shapes? I mean, technically it's 5 if I drop this 5p, but I'm not delighted about it. I'm gonna be evil and drop this back. I don't want another penchant in my hand of penchants. Maybe I should have a little more faith. Aren't a lot of the assigned reading type books kind of dark? But it's like, the way I say it is like, is it dark for a good reason? Okay, is this overflow? Don't know. Now I don't know about dropping this 2p. Is this G-Toy? I'm gonna push this and maybe die. Yeah, okay, this was not at all safe. Alright, well, now I can fold. Why did you keep 3M over 6p though? What is this? Is this Toy? Could be. Just throw Pinzu and see what happens. I'm good. I actually don't want to cut any of this because 3M came out. That was their drop after 2p con. So, okay. I could also deal in. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. What a Hatsunomi hand. Funny. But all right, well, got out alive, I guess. Another not a ton of agency situation. Good shapes. I'm happy with this. Oh, cheap. Well, there's calling each other on their bullshit, and then there's having blatant disregard for your personal safety. So, okay, this could also be Tanya. I can. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, got our blocks. Although this might need to get trimmed, so maybe consider. I guess it really just depends on the draw, though. This is a pretty nice. I think I'm supposed to. Because this is an. I guess I'm still dropping it back, even if I do. Yeah. 1. I think it's still fine, because still chance for Tanyo here. What draw would make you want to trim? Oh yeah, I mean, trim it back for as a pair. I mean, but ideally that's not the case. I'm just supposed to. Low key, I don't think it's good enough to. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I was like, then I'm just waiting, and then I'm only waiting on 6-0. I'm like, I'm not interested. Well, we didn't get This is fine too. I was like, it's also like, I guess you can think of it as like headless. Yeah. I was like, I have so many good draws. Oh, from the earlier hand, you could 9 for Tanyo and skip. Oh, hi, hello, Shirley. I'm gonna call you Nyan. It's fun. Nice, Sumo. We give up gives up Tanyo, but it's still at least AK. Was this Rishi, Tsumo, Tudora, and maybe Ura? Yeah. Oh, it's I didn't even notice Ipatsu. Okay, awesome. 1 Ura and Ipatsu for Hanenyan. Screaming no. That's me every time I play the game. Like, oh, hello, Honitsu, maybe? This is good shapes though, but how greedy am I? Oh, I'm greedy, but am I that greedy? I think I really don't like it when it's. I don't think so. Weirdly, I think I've been forcing Honitsu too much, honestly, and because especially when I don't have a Yakuhai pair, in the hand to start with, like when I'm starting like cheap whatever before any of this is realized, it's either Bakahon or it's like, oh, I should have been dropping East because it's Dota indicator. Whoops. All right, let me read these blocks. I'm saying this as 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 8. Could obviously be different depending what I draw. Nice fill. Gilnox is so funny. Wait, Gil streams? I did not know this. I feel like a fake fan. Well, I guess I'm not. I don't know if I'd say fan, but like a fake community member. I know Gil. Streams muted though. That's tough. I think I want to keep this 5p if I can, but okay, that's also a lot of 3 pairs. This makes the most sense dropping 6s probably. What the I mean, sure. Unfortunate, but like I will take the weight. Pretty nice weight as well. Gil goes Honitsu from some interesting angles. That's a very charitable way to I've also been going Honitsu from curious angles. And by that I mean probably not ideal. And so I'm saying like here, like I could have tried forcing it and maybe we get there, but like then we've got like we have like 3 unpaired Yakuhai. Like, I think it's really bad without at least 1. Can you con 6S in this stage? Yeah, I can. I can. Yeah, it's an uncle. We're chilling. And all the Dora's out as well, which is nice. And I dropped a red 5, so there's only 2 red 5s to give Dora. So if anyone's like, there's not a good reason for anyone to push, really. Unless they want to be nice to me. That would be... I can't complain. I could use that. Reach you when you're 4 content from Yakuman. Hey, you know, this is funny looking. I didn't realize it was mostly Riso, but only 1 S on River. Uh-oh, I got DC'd. Uh-oh. Oh, give me my auto call back. Oh, there was another Riso. Surely that means you're going to draw them. Hey, you know what? Worst case, we move on to the next dealer, and I get some amount of something. Some amount of points, potentially. Mystery so unsub. Hey, you know, can't unsub if I don't have it, so joke's on you. 2M, you gonna cheat that? These discards look so funny. Push 1 so, do it. Do it. No. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. Plus 3k. Next dealer, or next, next dealership. Feels good. Would have been nice to win that, but hey, not bad. Unsubbed, unfollowed, renamed my firstborn something else. Oh, you named your firstborn after me to begin with. I'm so... You know, I probably wouldn't be honored. I'd probably be weirded out, to be honest. Where it's almost the same amount of score you're going to get. Well, yeah, maybe, unless we hit Urasan. You could totally get affiliate. Oh, I'm like, I've been qualified for affiliate for a while. I just don't see a good reason right now. I don't feel like I'm not A, not consistent enough, and B, I don't have all the stuff in place. I think I'm gonna do it at a point where I'm able to have all the fun stuff you get with affiliate, you know, like channel point rewards and emotes and all that fun stuff. I actually, the one that was stopping me was the average viewer was my last one. But yeah, I think I just want to build... I also don't feel like it's fair to be... I hate ads as much as anyone else. It's funny to say as someone who works in like the marketing space. Funny. Although, you know, it's kind of something I just fell into. Like, it's not like, oh, ever since I was a young lad, I knew I wanted to create content. I wanted to increase shareholder value and sell my soul to the man, you know, like, not what I'm saying, but is funny to say as someone who does work in this space technically, although I do like writing kind of broadly. So that is weird. 3-5 could just secure the pair here and take worse weight. That's fine. I do want to try and incorporate this 5 so if I can possibly help it. Madmen IRL? I hope not. I hope I could set a better... I would hope that I still haven't finished that, actually. I'm a chronic show dropper, particularly TV shows for some reason. Okay, this is a little evil. The gods are punishing me. 250? Is it even? Ugh, what is this? Throwing this back gives up what, 9? Another 9M acceptance. That's fine. We already gave up 9, so we're not turning this into an M, so that's fine. No one looks particularly scary. We don't see any Dora, but we have 1 in our hand. But I feel fine folding this if I have to. But no one's... Oh, this is a little maybe consideration for Sozu, who needs to potentially, but these shapes are not particularly... The 7P is the only one that really stands out to me. Also 1P. I'm trying to look in a little bit. 2-3. I might still have to drop 5, so I think it's better than... How much do I care about Dora? Not that much. I think I just want to get to Tenpai at this point. I don't think this is correct, though. Well, it is, and it isn't. It is if I want going for efficiency, but that means dropping 5, so... I think. Anyway, I don't know. It's fine to still hold it. Still Tanya pivot. That was my other thought, was like maybe Tanya pivot. I could still pull in 2S, 3S. Ideally 2S to keep 3S for B5. That I'm not as interested in though. Let's go back. This is really unfortunate. Alright. Finally, someone is 8S. That one... This is maybe better for Tanya pivot. I could have, I guess. Drop 1S. It's still a little far for me, I feel. I don't like it. I still need to drop 7M. Okay, that's annoying. I could still drop back into it, I suppose. I'm not using the 7M though. 4M to dashi. Okay, I should probably be considering folding to Shimo a bit. He's playing a little safer. This is 357 Yankan. I should also think of that so I could drop 2 so from this shape. Okay, let's do that instead. 2S feels reasonable. Okay, 2, 3, 4. I'm dropping 4S. Do you have a pair of Dora? Maybe. No one's in 10. You got... Okay, Mage, you can't... You can't say this every time, or I'm gonna start, Don't make me start believing you. Do not believe your lies. No, I can't. Ugh. This is not a great drop. Get away with it though. If I chi that, I drop. It's still. It doesn't get me any closer. It just makes my hand weirder. I got lucky. Yeah. It's just Tanyo no Mi though, so. But also consideration of like they could have had like 2 Dora in their hand. We see none on the board here, so I figured being a little, I don't know, 3M was not safe. So Chi there for K10, not for Ron. Yeah, that's also fair. I think my considerations for K10 are also a little maybe I don't think I think about it as early. Wait, this name looks familiar. I think I can skip 1 here. I would really like to have another pair. All right, well, I have not been given the option. But these shapes are good enough. I don't feel too bad about it. Usually I would not be a fan, but okay, well, there's a pair. Iram Dora we can kind of work with as well. Not too bad. Yours too goated. Opponent's K10. One opponent's K10 is another's Haite no Miron. Just draw another pair. Yeah, I was like, this is like, shapes are good enough. I don't know. I need to take notes from the aggressive players in my life, I think. Huh. Well, this is the efficient one, I guess. I was like, also this keeps open Toy if we get some absurd draws. I guess it would be. No, I wouldn't count for pairs unless I pull. It just leaves as many pawn options as possible. Can't use that. It does give up, like, I mean, it's close-ish to Dora, but I don't really want a bad shape that way. Nice Honitsu Toy, yeah. 5S, I think that was Tadashi. I need to think a little bit about if I chi. If I chi 3, 4, what am I dropping? I suppose it's 5. I think so. I mean, this is Tenpai, I suppose, but sure. Was safe enough. Oh, you wanted that? Okay, I thought you were Honitsu, but I suppose not. I mean, I mean, Tenpai is Tenpai. I shouldn't be complaining. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I can still pull him into it. You think the worst too often. This is my specials. This is my like RPG character sheet. Whoa. Ugh. I don't love this, but I think I should still keep its dealer seat. Fine to push this. This hand does not seem super expensive. They drop Dora. Hey, nice. I need to instill ego in you. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I think that's also like just my playstyle as it is right now is like just more defensive for them, like on average. And that's like what's the worst that could happen is generally and not the reverse. I think it's something Rizen's told me is ooh, cool high pie. I think I'm just dropping Yoko back. 3M Dora. Instead of what's the best, I should be considering both ends of the both extremes, right? Like what's the worst that could happen and also what's like the optimal, what's the outcome if like I draw every tile I could have possibly dreamed of, right? I don't think that's not like my default. I don't think I consider that enough, so I feel okay about gambling a little. It's once cut, maybe I could keep it, but I think over unconnected 2 or 8 it feels okay. Wait, it's south, never mind, I should have just dropped it. Alright, Yankan probably, or this could also just be 3, 3, 4. 3 pairs. I could probably stand to just cut one soul. Doesn't give up 2 so either. We can just trim back this shape. Instead of seeing it as a dream, you can keep it simple and take what's on board as fact. Yeah, that seems better. I don't think I want the Edom in actually. Because 2 so is still decent here. I'm fine giving it up, but like I think I'd rather take it over. Maybe they should keep it for Tanya potential. You win faster, you won't have to defend. That's also true. Okay, well now I think that does make sense. If you get enough points, you don't need to defend. Both. Every hand this Hanchan has just been easy to resell. You know what? So true. I think I'm supposed to keep that. What am I dropping though? Wait, am I? Ugh. Weirdly, I'm not that into it. I think it's too greedy. But maybe I could cut 3 so I just want to keep the option. Well, I was like, okay, I was gonna keeping the option open to draw around 5M, but it's a little. If I draw 6S or 6M as well, okay, 7P Terashi. Yeah, I was thinking this could be pair. That was my other thought, but also it's like I'm not giving it. I don't want to. No 6M. I just think this block is just better to keep, versus, but it gives up 4M as well. I was like, this is about as late as I feel comfortable dropping Dora without trying to incorporate it, so. Alright. It's still draw around 3M. Can't really drop. Yeah, I was like, I don't see myself. This shape just accepts too much. Alright, I need to lock in a little bit here. I'm happy to fold this. Oh. That's a bad weight, right? Let's just try and get out of here alive. If we'd sumo it, so be it. I don't really have anything else safe to drop, do I? Oh, 5P technically, without breaking shapes, I should say. Okay, 4, 5P. Safe. 1P, I believe, already came out. Let me scan a little bit more. I will say I also am like bad at for tiles like around when the Richi happened, like telling when it was before or after or something. I think I really need to nail down better. Okay, the whole 4, 5, 6P shape is safe to Kamiyuchi, so 4M. How do I feel about that? Not great. I think I am down to give this up. Does that put me 10 play? Only if I drop something weird. Yeah, I'm out of here. I also would really, I know I can't count Suji pairs. Which is something I want to get to at least. But seeing how many things have already been dropped, 4M looks extraordinarily unsafe to me personally. Manzu looks expensive as hell this hand. I do see all the 5s to be fair, but wow, weird shapes. I actually, consideration, I had all the 5Ms, so that was maybe something to think about, but feels like me trying to convince myself that it's real. One chance each side, third row, quite fake. Quite fake on which end? What do you mean? Fake to believe in or fake to faking myself out? I still also, again, like worst case, like, okay, I give up dealer's seat, but worst case I like deal into like Mangan Plus and give up first for a hand that's not that exciting. On a bad weight, 10 pie as well. Nice draws, holy moly. Sure. A lot of Sozu out early already. True, but they were 10 pie from first row, 50% of early VTs. Bad weights. Kappa. Oh, I'm being should compile a chat. So it'll be like Flowbook 2. I learned it from Wei Takaharu, yeah. Nice draw. I'm gonna keep this 1, 2, 3, 4 shape. Fake to believe in. One chance to grades worse than Suji as the round goes on in terms of safety. Oh, okay. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. As Suji and shapes are like eliminated, the ones that are left become more dangerous, just probability wise, right? All right, noting to self, I can cheese stuff if I want to. I don't have another pair though, so actually that's false. Need to draw another pair first before that happens. Oh, you know, Cheesy, I am, if I can ask what, I know you mentioned this before. I didn't get a chance to, this was before I knew that I could, oh, nice. Well, now I guess we're cutting the worst shape here, which is 7-9 cell. You brought up on a stream before of like what you used to climb. I wish I had saved it. That sucks. Maybe I should have cut 7S first, actually. I'm gonna cut the full shape, just full send it. Now I have an unsafe tile in my hand. Dealer Richi. Ew. 7 is not safe. I'm gonna just... Yeah, this is what I get for trying for not Sakigiring earlier. Hey, I already cut 7S, huh? Interesting. I could cheat that too. This does give up 6S, but I'd like to keep these later if someone calls a chasing Ichi. Let's see. We see... It's funny. Alright, unsafe, so... Oh, wait, actually, you already cut this, didn't you? Oh, wait, no, this is... before the Richi. Okay. Still getting used to... trying to figure it. 8M Suji... 5P Genbu... I'm just gonna... not think too much. Nice block refund. I would probably still push 7 against 2 6s. I didn't see if they were Tsuno, but probably fine either way. That is true. I could stand to push it here, but I think I just made poor decisions earlier. I think 8 so is fine. 3P, okay. I could try for K10, but I'm not thrilled about it. Well, that helps, I suppose. But I still have this awkward block that also necessitates dropping 1p, which is not safe, and we've... no thanks. Let's just start trimming. 3p also... And we can also try 8m at the end if we don't find any other Genbutsu tiles. Trying to keep an eye on everyone else here. I might save this for later. Since it'll be pretty safe for everyone else. We see 3Ms, 2 4Ms. You're pushing? Alright. All you, boss. Alright, 7M. So 7M is safe. We saw 3M come out. It's also safe to Twinman. I'm just trying to... If I have to log in, I might as well narrate. Alright, and I'll catch up on chat after. By debating K10 or not. What do you have? What do you have? 6. Alright. You were 10 pi. Okay, fair enough. I'm glad I did not try to push that one. Not that I needed to, but or like recognize that. Alright. Fine. Urasuchi. Yeah. Not bad. This hand is not exciting. It's a lot of points on the table. 2.6. Consideration here. This is one I would consider Honitsu potentially. If I can draw like one more around this like 5-7M block, I will. Alright, I will take it into consideration. Thank your opponents for the donation. Well, I mean, I think if I pushed, there was a very good chance I could have won that hand, just so there's that as well, but I feel comfortable Honitsu with this hand. Although a lot of Yakuhai out already, which is not ideal for me personally. Simply drawn to more Manzu shapes, yeah. Okay. 2 Dora out, which is actually fine. I can keep it as like a relatively... I can keep it as a safe tile, weirdly. Probably not what I'm going to do, though. Honitsu's a little rough. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, I'm just for winning the hand. That I might keep. We'll see. Well, this is already 3 out, so it's fine, but... Problem is, yeah, no Yakuhai is unfortunate. I mean, we can just keep good shapes. North is twice out. I think it's fine. Also, this is Dora Indigo. We just had like a bad, not great Yakuhais and everyone cut them early, so... Might try to angle for a pretty normal hand. I mean, the shape is great already. Obviously not ideal to have dropped 7 so already, but we drew back into 5p. I think it's fine. This is already twice out. Dora Indicator, so... can work toward it. Bit of a delay, but no like huge things I'm upset about. Mostly just 5p. It's not ideal. Given that Dora kept getting dropped. 3, 4, 5. It's probably Tanya if I had to guess. That's awkward, but fine. Probably supposed to cut a pair here. Go 9 so just because I think these are safer to fold with. Have to. Maybe dealer slam in a few turns. Yeah. Could totally see it. Alright, well that's awkward, but we can always still draw back into it. Probably not going to reach here or anything, but this is still fine. Alright, you're thinking you thought about this. This is 3. This is not good for me. All right, and we drew back in. Actually, consideration, maybe I just drop 5p for Tasaki Giri. Let me check my blocks again. Yeah, I'm good. I should just cut. All right. Fair enough. I don't mind too much. Tanya Dora 1, 2k. It's a lot though. That's 4.6. 4.9. That's 300. Nah. Never mind, it's not fine. I forgot about all the points on the table. That's not... Well, here it is again, where I'm kind of just like bleeding my lead. This is exactly what I was talking about before. Well, this hand is quite nice though, so hopefully we can get there. Just win. I need to. I'm gonna make a. I'm gonna make a swear jar for you that is like, just win, and surely this doesn't deal in, and I'm gonna have you be paying me my. You'll be paying my rent very soon, I think. Also, if someone can like, anyone wants to be a detective, and tell me who this is with my Toyman, because this name looks very familiar. I don't know if it's another content creator or what, but it's been bothering me. Or like scratching my brain right there. All right, this is what, 3 pairs. You probably just played them today. I don't think so. I think this might also just be. I think this is like a phrase from. It might be a Latin something or other. Because I've definitely seen, if not like someone's name, then I think it's some sort of. I could take this and go Tanyao. I think but that's 2-3. I could take 2-3-4, but Okay, I do think I am supposed to go this though. But it's like, okay, does it get much? I have to kind of draw it myself if I'm gonna. I could also. I don't think it's. I'm gonna cut the whole thing. Should keep it safe. Big fan of your work. Aleolactes. Yeah, it's some Latin thing, I'm pretty sure, but not sure what. That one, I think I can. Oh, well, never mind. Spent too much time. I think they still have prio. Well, that sucks for me. That's like all my weights out. 2 9S and 3 6S on the 7-8 Shanpon. Or 7 Shanpon. 7-8 Renmen, rather. Not what I want to see, but I don't think I have much of an option to like swap at this point. I don't think that's real either, honestly. I think if I was gonna take it, I should have taken 4S. But not getting it that. I just feel like opening here is like bait. Okay, that one maybe less so, but maybe I was just supposed to take it. This one also kind of, I don't know. Oh, this is Shonpai, huh? I don't like it. Time to do some laundry. Yeah, I just don't. I say this, but now I have good reasons to push, right? Ah, this is spooky. Do I think someone's out of Zuke? Maybe. I mean, it's Shonpai. Nope, you just had a pair. Okay. 1S, 1S. And that's all my weights out. That's basically all my weights out for this. Is 3 1Ss and 2 4Ss. 3. I mean, if I'm gonna go for it, I kind of have to do it. Do I want to go for it, or do I? I mean, at this point, I don't have as many tiles to fold with. I think I can afford to skip this, weirdly. For some, I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this. But these blocks are so ass now. Like, I just don't see it getting there, and I see like no. I see no Dora. Like, I see no 7Ms. I see one 5P that's been guaranteed in someone's hand, right? So I just feel like everyone's 10 pi and I'm nowhere close. So, oh, that's why you call. But also like, yeah, okay. Well, this is the other consideration of like, okay, maybe I'll just give up my first, and it didn't happen because I didn't take it. But I don't know. I think this is more questions I want to ask someone better than I am about folding to ghosts. You know what I mean? All right, cool. This is free. Well, it doesn't help that they started out with Yakuhai, but this hand is pretty nice. I can't really pawn either. Do I want to maybe just trim the block? I don't believe in this. It's overlapping as well. It depends if I can get the another Dora or not. Well, it's Hatsudora 1. Ugh. Give me a 4P and I'll Azuka. Okay, fine. Fine. Well, I already... what's the difference here? I can still chi 3M, so I think I keep 2. Or draw into it. Yeah, yeah. I was like... There's no, like, confirming second or whatever here. Unfortunately... It is not... Also, what am I thinking? Thinking about what I want to drop. If I pawn... I can't cheat that. Yikes. I don't like this. 2M. Alright, well. Shrug. Yeah. Folding to ghosts versus not is mostly about can you explain why you're folding? Yeah, I think that last one was kind of like, oh, I just think everyone's way faster than I am and all my weights are gone, but also it's like, okay, well, if all my weights are gone, then I just didn't know how to get to a hand that doesn't like deal in by calling. Let's take a look. I think that was probably the decider. Also being maybe too afraid of dropping 5S. Because I think if I do it earlier, it's probably whatever. Oh yeah, is it transitioning it without? But it's like, okay, if I'm dealing in, then so be it. Like I have to fight at some point, right? Yeah. Let's. I don't think I played particularly well this game, but at least efficiently, rather. Yeah, of course. But there was quite a bit of folding here that maybe was unwarranted. What was this? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think I just fixed the. I think I mentioned this while it was happening. What did I cut? Just put 1P. A lot of penchants here. I suppose it's just saying you have 3 penchants anyway. Just keep a shape and like, I don't know. This feels weird. Blocks don't come free. Yeah, I think I think I cut my penchants too much probably. I think it's generally in situations like this where it's like I have the option to give it up and try to draw around something more central, but it's like, I don't know. I'm wondering why. I guess it likes both 9S and 1M, so it's like pick one. I don't know what the difference here is. Oh, I guess there's 1, 2, 3 Sunshoku like possible if you keep 1M, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, it was just a short round as well, to be fair. Is this, what is this? 4 pairs? Oh, it's a fold. Yeah, this was like, they conned this, right? Yeah, there's no reason to do this when these are like, I think Mago's good for close decisions. You know, they're bought for things that aren't blunders. Yeah, I don't put like I don't take Maka's word as gospel. I use Mortal, but I know others like Nago or Big Coach or whatever. Anything that's free, I'm down. Oh yeah, isn't one of them? I don't remember. What's the one that does Jade Room analysis? Or is that one not free? I'm not sure. I'm unaware. I have not been I was like, to be honest, I don't feel like, I don't know how much I can even get out of AI stuff, or it's like where I'm still making pretty basic mistakes. I just don't see a need right now. Mortal and Big Coach are both free. Okay, I will make a note of this. Actually, what time is it? I have to be up pretty. Oh, it's 2. No, I wanted to play one more. I'm hoping to get one first, but yeah. I will make a note. I still need to figure out. I'm still trying to find someone to be like a coach of some sort, but it's also a big commit when I also already have quite a few commitments and continue adding more. So I don't want to overcommit myself, which is something I've done before. Yeah, I will make a note of this though. Oh, all my browser tabs are closed. Hang on. Because my computer decided to shut down before. Mortal plus free mahjong engines. Yeah, I'm mostly doing it because I know I'm mostly only still looking at Maka because I know that I'm still making pretty basic mistakes. So that's mostly I'm just using it as like a quick review kind of thing where it's like, okay, I know I generally have a good sense of like, okay, that was a pretty loud mistake and just catching it and trying to stop them from happening. Okay, I want to see. This was okay. Let me. That's interesting to me. I don't. I guess it's a little extraneous. It's extraneous, and we can still accept Dora. I didn't actually. I guess. I don't know. I didn't see this. Why did you cut your block? Which one were you talking about? Which hand? This hand? South 3? All right. Maybe this is just cheat by pivot. Yeah, I could also see that. No, I didn't cut this. It's telling me to. No, I just drew 5M though, which is why it's telling me because it still accepts Dora, and it wants me to keep the Shonpai Yokohai. I guess it just speeds up the hand, and we have a pair already, so I could see. I guess it didn't really occur to me at the time. I could see, give or take, but. Yeah, this one was a little rough. What am I seeing here? I could see my way to, well, honestly, quite a few of these. I think 4P. Okay, at this point, I'm still like, okay, these blocks are still fine, right? The Sozu stuff, so. No, that's fine. 5P kind of dead. Yeah, I think this is something I do. I kind of have weird, like, what would you call it? Like, call blindness, where I'll just, like, or I'm not incorporating them into my knowledge of, like, what tiles are visible, you know? Yeah, so this makes way more sense when I'm like, oh yeah, the 5Ps just got called. Like, what do we, you know? I think these are the kinds of things I need to be doing to get better and secure first and such. I think this is a pretty easy cut when that is factored in. Next. Yeah, this is technically a block. I don't think you draw 7M here, you just cut 5. Or you can cut 5 rather. Like there's not a big consideration for keeping this. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Again, just thinking about like this is 2 blocks, it's not 1. And this is still fine to. I was like, yeah, there's no real like I don't know why. I think I said something about safe tiles or something. Like there's no good reason here really. This is also not like I could still like I don't know. I think any of these are fine. I could also see my way to 8M, but I don't know. To be fair, like okay, I want to see what it says about this versus 3S. This is like the first real one we get after seeing the success is gone. Okay, it hates. Okay, we said 3S. What about the 4S earlier? And that's it. The earlier 4S before. I would assume it doesn't want me to take it, right? Yeah, that's like pretty not. It's considering it though a little bit. Let's see the second 4. I think that's the. I think it's what here. Still doesn't like it. I'm in. It's just the shapes are all bad. Plus this weight is dead. Like, it's too slow to me, and I think that's just like kind of guaranteed to deal in to me. But again, maybe I'm flipping ghosts again. What's the next one? This discard. Yeah, just wants. I mean, we talked about this. We like the dead shapes. This is also like we drew back into it. We could build something around this instead. I don't think I was thinking about that as much. Like, I mean, the other thing is like these are also pretty safe. Bedtime for me. Good luck with your review. Yeah, I also probably have to wrap up soon. Unfortunately, I have an early interview tomorrow, but otherwise I would be here. I didn't realize it was already 2 long games. This is a dead hand. Yeah. That's basically my thoughts. So I was like, I don't think cheating is just probably gonna just put me in. I think here is like you just like hope maybe something happens, but otherwise like it's pretty dead in the water. You might as well fold. Yeah, that's also fair.
Run.
Yeah. And then I think this hand was just didn't pan out fast enough. Wants 2M here. Yeah, that's also fair. I actually, between these two, what's the consideration? I guess it's just because I already drew 1M. So if I draw 3, it could end up being 40-10, I guess. But yeah. I don't know what else. Because my thinking, but yeah, it's like I was like, oh, well, I can keep this for 3M chi, but that's still breaking a block, whereas I don't have to do that necessarily. Even if you didn't, it's still hard to draw around it. Yeah. Well, I guess there's the obvious thought of like this is just a better floater if you think about it that way than 2M. So since they're both adjacent or like one away from a shape, might as well take the one that has better acceptance on either side. Yep, that makes sense. I don't know why I was thinking that they were equivalent when they're clearly not, but I'll chalk it up to being stressed in the position, but. Yeah, and then this killed me. Oh, you know what? So be it. Don't think there was a better... Yeah, but also if I cut it earlier, I wouldn't have been in this position. If I just full cut. Yeah, if I'd seen... Well, yeah, again, it's like, yes, but also... It's like, oh, that can't be helped. But it could have been helped if I had cut it. If you weren't 10 pi here. Maybe you were, but... You know, I don't want to look. I don't want to give myself the, like, the out of, like... It should have been cut here either way. If it dealt in here at this point, then so be it. But it was still more correct. They said I should again later, right? I think I was more focused on trying to read my hand, but probably. But again, I don't really care about the results here. It's more like 2M was correct either way. Like I know I'm not playing around it either way. I know I'm pushing regardless. So if I'm going to, then I should just make the most efficient decision here. Aside from scoring like this, 4P draw gives me the condition, right? So yeah, looking in despair. Yeah, but still, like this is kind of like the 2-4M situation from last game. Like, yes, technically didn't matter, but it's not about the results to me anyway. So again, I think a lot of these games I've been having are like winnable. This is like what's keeping me, I think, keeping me in Master 1 is stuff like this. It's like, I think still pretty basic stuff where I end up getting punished anyway just for making the like less efficient decision when there's no real reason not to, The other one was mostly just like playing too fast. But this one is just like pretty clear, I think. Do you know about Path to Ho? Yes, I am aware. I will say I don't know. I think I'm still honestly in the stage of my learning where I'm still gonna get the I think maybe I'm off base potentially, but I still think I'm gonna get the most value out of just drilling the fundamentals of every, efficiency books, um, efficiency trainer, scoring trainer. Um, should read the article. The chart helps you guide your understanding. If you have a specific article, I can definitely look that up. Again, I don't have I don't have browsers open, but I have my notepad up. So feel free to, ideally if you can find the title and not the link, that's fine. I don't want to, if you can only find the link, that's fine too, but I don't want to get in the habit of allowing links just because I don't want some bad actor at some point to take advantage of that. Oh, but yeah, this is rough. And this could have been the deal maker. And these are the kind of, it's like the edge cases where I think I'm losing out my seconds, or losing my firsts too. Hopeless girl past the hole. Look on the search bar. Yeah, what's the article that you're referring to? Oh, article on Pushfold. Okay. Oh yeah, I know her blog has good sort like good tagging and such. Yeah, but these Pushfold decisions are also in statistical mahjong theory, which I have read, but for statistical mahjong strategy, I don't know, that English translation is like something like that. But what am I saying? That book has pretty solid like statistics based charts on when to push and when not to, but oh wait, on the website? Oh, no, I'm talking, this is a book. I also think I should revisit. On the website, there's a bar on the right and it says push. Oh, it's just there. Okay, cool. I will push fold chart on right side. Okay, sweet. Thank you for sharing that with me. I think we're like net down a little bit today. Or wait, where did we started from here, right? I just wanna, just for my own. 196 and that's 206. And that's like 70 each. So we're down like 40. Not too bad. I still had a good run yesterday, so it's not too bad. I would have liked to have been net up on the day, but that's still fine. Net down now, so there's still no tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, to me, Mahjong Soul is kind of I don't know if I want to say fake, but like just because the Okagome split is so generous for third, to me, if you can be a very consistent top, first, second, and some third placers and fourth avoidance, it's much easier. It's just like, it's like if you get to a point where you're good enough, you will climb, So I don't want to put too much stock in it. That's why I do. I mean, I keep saying this, but like, I don't know how much, or at least maybe I'll just do Mahjong Soul on stream and Richie City / Tenho off stream, just because I think that will get me playing toward the way that I want in terms of, because I am still aiming for competitive and in-person play. And I think those will teach me better habits, because I think Mahjong Soul rewards my playstyle too much in a bad way. That'll like, folding to air. Like, yeah, it's like, okay, if I can do this, what I've been doing, where I have all these, second places by like, giving them up in the last, 2 or 3 hands of the game, like I will still probably climb, albeit, quite a bit slower on average, but it still gets you there, right? Just because it's rewarding you doesn't mean it's harming your learning. Yeah, I guess, but I think it is more as like a subconscious thing where I will get too used to thinking folding is the correct decision, or it's like I want to be, this is why I think this part of why scoring to me is so important, is like I want to know for a fact when it's correct or not, which is just, and I just need to study more, to be to be completely frank. That's just the simple answer, quite honestly. Need more situational experience more than anything, in your opinion? Only get by that by repeatedly playing in games, or what would you do exercises? Yes. I also just don't play that much, to be fair. Part of why I'm trying to stream more is just to get myself to play more games. So yeah, I'm still in the process of trying to build, or at least I'm only in like the theory stages at this point of building a regimen for myself as far as training goes, because I think I want to be doing it every day, and I'm not. I'm doing it when I feel like it, and I don't think that that's good. Because I want to be taking it seriously. Seeing as how I'm not doing much else with my time at the moment, it feels tough to also be like, I don't want to say half-assing, but you know, I want to be being. I also don't want to say optimal, because you know it's still a hobby at the end of the day, right? But, this to me is not what I mean. Obviously, I know playstyle is fake, but like I want to see good efficiency in my hands. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Mage. And I also don't, yeah, my average rank is not where I want it to be either. 2.42 is not. This should be above 2.4. Ideally, anyway. You need to compliment yourself more. I think I could also stand to do that, but to be honest to me, I feel like a lot of the hands that are good are not, they kind of play themselves to me. It's not that I am not proud or necessarily. I do think I've made good progress, but I feel like I mean, it's just, again, it's potential, man, you know, like I see where I could be, and that's, you know, also fake in terms of like it's all theoretical. I think I know pretty, I don't want to say for a fact, because that's not fair, but I'm pretty sure I could have made a lot more progress in the time that I've had, which is a lot, because I have a lot of free time at the moment if I'd managed my time and studying better. And so that's why it's not like self-flagellatory, if that makes sense. Like I'm not upset or anything, and I feel like you've seen enough of me to know I don't get tilted very easily, or at least I hope not. I try to, that's kind of like my ideal, is to be someone who's not as, but you know, I still play. I would like to play less emotionally, certainly. Take more time. This is a hobby, doesn't mean it warrants your whole attention. I do want to yes and you though. It's mostly just like I'm not doing much else with my time. It's just like, okay, to be pretty frank, it's like, yeah, I'm like not working right now, and so beyond, you know, working as much as I can on that situation, I have a lot of time, and a lot of it has been I mean, it's not that I don't understand, not that I don't recognize the value of rest and all of that, but I don't think there's not much to rest from, if I put it that way, you know what I mean? Like I have so many things that I'm so interested in and doing, and it's like even stuff like you know, like Japanese study or whatever, like I still have not taken days to like, you know, just sit down for like a weekend and like memorize like hiragana, and katakana for fun stuff like that, where it's like, and I also know that there's a lot of this is makes sense to chalk up to unmedicated ADHD autism combo, which is never super fun, but you know, gotta work with what I have, and I think I could work with it better. It's not to put too fine a point on it, but kind of where I'm at with that. All right, I wish I had enough time. I really want to play another game, but it's already a little past when I should be up today. I have a pretty early day tomorrow. But all right, I'll do my spiel. Thank you for being such an active participant, Midge, and everyone else who's commented and hung out. I appreciate you. I also understand that like log review is not the most scintillating thing ever, so I might consider doing that a bit less in the future. I don't know if it's like a big deal to people, but I think it's important to do it while it's fresh. specific situations. But thank you all regardless. Whether or not I will do that is remains to be seen. But I'll do my little spiel. If you are not following and would like to see more of me and keep track, that would be a good way to do that. So follow me here. I post when I go live on Twitter. Same handle at _lightsnack, and my YouTube, I believe, is also the same. I'm starting to upload VODs there from Twitch. In the case you want to see me mauled over log reviews for 3 hours in the future, this will be archived for your later viewing pleasure. And other than that, yeah, that's all. That's that's the spiel. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Let me find if anyone is aware. I do have to open up a new browser just to see who's online. I think the log reviews are fine. Thank you, Ranger. I appreciate that. Let me see who's online right now. Nerd makes it so fun. No, I mean I want to attract people like you on the whole anyway. Hang on. I have to do 2FA. Awesome. Give me a minute. Such there's real talking points to be had. Playings for the application, reviews are for discussion. Yeah, I guess it's a bit of both when you're streaming too, is fair. But I do appreciate also the challenge of trying to make it a little bit more interesting during as the hand is going. I can't do it as much during defense, unfortunately, but sometimes it's. I feel like I was doing an okay job keeping up. All right, Gentiana and Raisin are both online. I'm gonna do a quick double check for anyone smaller who I haven't rated before, but also hard to stir and learn stuff mid match. Yeah, I try to. Oh, excuse me. I try to keep it between matches if I can, just because mental stack. But I will say I've been slacking on my note taking. Usually, what I was doing before was I should at least be at the very least, maybe not on stream, but during my off stream matches, just I have my big Google Doc. I took notes from Yusong to just anytime during the game if something's like, hey, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, just make a quick note of like, hey, like South 2 repeat 1 whatever, like 5 mon drop or like Ricci decision, whatever, and just go back and review briefly. I think makes sense because then you're like, okay, well now I have a better idea of what I can do in this situation, yada yada, all that fun stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at on that front. All right, let me see. All right, I'll ship you all to. I just closed my chat. Whoops. Hang on. Come back. No. Okay. But I look at my stuff after each match usually. Yeah, I know you do it. I just don't know if people different strokes for different folks. I don't know if people who watch me hear as much. Just to check my dealings and stuff like that. Yeah. I agree with you. I just don't know what the people want, You know me, I'm a sycophant. I'm a whim to the chaotic masses and their whims and follies. So chat was like, oh, you shouldn't have cut this or that so I can try to parse it. Okay, I will say also, but I've been very vocal about the fact that I don't take advice from people or any input in general from people who can't frame it in a nice way or like at least like a neutral tone. I feel like that helps because I definitely have seen, or also just that I think my stream is a tad smaller than yours and some of our other mahjong friends, but I feel like I've seen at least one of those kinds of people who are just like permanently backseating and don't have super nice ways to say it, and I am looking forward to, or not. I'm saying I hope to not have to. Well, yeah, because I think about it too, especially when, particularly with players who are new to the game like you. And I will say, to be quite honest, everyone who started lately has been climbing very quickly, and it's gotten. I'm very. It's been very cool to see and watch along, but it's like I think especially when you're learning, it's so grating having someone in your ear going, actually, if you consider the point situation and actually the shape was, it's like, it's yes, but also, do you think anyone's gonna listen to you if you you do it like that? I see some people who are very abrasive with the way they are in, like, and it's like I'm much happier and like more open to listening to you if you can be chill with it, you know? And obviously, like, like, I'm very learning focused. I hope I've been pretty obvious about that. So I absolutely welcome input from people uh who want to give it, and not even particular. Like, I'm not gonna be obnoxious of like, oh, I'm ranked, or like if you're like, I'm ranked higher than you, like, just because I, doesn't mean that I don't miss obvious stuff. Clearly. um, People are talking about Suji and stuff with someone that barely picked up. Yeah, stuff like, I think it's such. I want to be kind to, be very. And that's. I mean, and I'm also very privileged to be in a physical locale that has a mahjong club, and b, like, allows me to teach. And is, easy to get to from where I live. It's really given me better perspective on where people are when they start the game. And like, the learning curve is pretty damn brutal, and it's like I just had vested interest when, and you have to, like, be kind in that initial hump of just like, hey, the game is fun, like, don't ruin that for them, you know. I think especially seeing people in person, and that really helped curb the, like, type A chatter in me, and especially having, like, more experienced teachers be there to supervise and be like, hey, actually, you can even skip, like, don't even talk about Yaku yet, or like, don't even, like, worry about if, like, hands are legal or not, or just like you're saying, like, 5 blocks is 5 blocks works, and you can build up from there. If they come back, they come back, right? If that's all they take away from it, you would want to hope that you can make it a experience that makes them want to come back. And that's just something I've seen as a Magic the Gathering player for a while, who's kind of fallen off, particularly because I don't really enjoy Commander. That's something that someone told me stuck with me, is like, be someone who will get invited back to the table. And I think that, and Mahjong's another, 4-player tabletop game, technically, and a lot of digital stuff, but like, I think I take that to heart as a viewer as well. Like, be a chatter who, like, would be welcomed back. And I think also treating it as a physical, like, amphitheater is something that I helps me both in terms of how I present, or how I speak, and how I try to present myself, and that, you know in the sense of treating people as people, but also, like, having the option to tell people to back off. Like, I'm a pretty no BS person in general. Like, if you cross lines with me, I'm very clear about, like, I'm not necessarily in a, like, aggressive way unless it warrants it, which is pretty rare, I find. But like, I think having that approach to it of, everyone's just, they're here because they want, I'm trying to be not only, like, think of it as live performance, which I think really helps my, because I think streaming, air quotes, can feel like a bit disconnected, or like, a little too casual for the way that I want. Like, it's easier to relax, which is nice, but also just remembering that, yeah, you are live, and you are, like, you are performing in a sense. And don't get me, I'll get all literary on everyone talking about performance and perform versus performativity and all of that, but presenting a persona to some degree. I don't think I really adjust myself too much, to be honest, but maybe that will change at some point, or maybe not. But the remembering that you're is tech, thinking about, like, you are public speaking in a way, right? And I love public speaking. And that's part of why I picked up streaming, is I want to have that rush I get from that and the performance aspects to it. But all that to say, trying to treat people with some modicum of like respect and patience, where there's can be in short supply, especially online. That's why I don't get tilted on stream on stage. Yeah, you gotta put on a good performance for the people, even if you get tech issues or I think because I played in bands quite a lot growing up. Was on stage a lot. Was also a theater kid to some degree. Did like competitive choir, all the nerdy stuff, and it really does build. It's something I don't think you can pick up anywhere. I think it's particularly live performance offers a lot of. Oh my god, character building sounds like such a such a parent thing to say, but um, I think it's a muscle you don't really get to develop in many other places. I think it's very unique to being. I think the whole like being perceived is kind of become a bit of a meme phrase, but it really is something you have to practice and get used to. So I don't know. All that to say, I really am. I'm having fun and hoping to become a better performer. And I think a lot of this is part of why I said I'm not really interested in uh upgrading to affiliate and doing all that because I don't have the requisite tools to perform at that level that I feel it warrants the title. Right? Like I have nothing on I don't understand like the first thing about streaming aside from pressing the go live button. And that's a lot of work and that's like potentially money, investments that A I don't I can't make right now, but B like this is stuff I could learn. I haven't, and that's like I'm still trying to get myself hooked on it in the same way that I get myself hooked on hobbies. So in the works, something you can work on it. Yeah, it is fine, but I don't want to. I feel like I don't want to jump the gun. I'd rather try and be more consistent and build it at a pace that works for me and is conducive to growing uh an audience at a sustainable pace. Because I mean, I'm not immune to it. I get annoyed when I get pre-rolls, especially when it's like, oh, I accidentally closed the tab and then I get to understandable, put on a good show. Yeah, it's also like it's pretty negligible. I guess 50 cents isn't gonna make or break my situation right now, right? So I'm also thinking about it longer term too of trying to make it sustainable for me. In the hopeful event that I become gainfully employed again with the normal schedule, like, still have to come home from, you know, ideally I want something that's like hybrid at the very least, because I know that I don't hold up well in like a full in-person environment, but I might not get to have a say in that, depending on what happens. So uh getting the reps in, the sort of muscle memory for streaming and being, that's basically what I was saying. It's like, oh, I'm never really live on Mondays. Like, hey, let's change that, even if I got stuff to do tomorrow, right? Like building the muscles, putting in the hours, and consistency is always something that I've struggled with, which is why I think it's so nice. I know knowing it's like ADHD, whatever, that's all part of it. So, but I have to work within my constraints at the moment. So having mahjong be something that I know now that I'm not going to lose interest in has been a big relief. Part of what pushed me to start streaming it specifically and not something else was like, oh, I know I'm not gonna like get sick of this. I think that would be uh that was something I was worried about when I was first putting in the hours when I was just starting to learn at the beginning of the year. So, you know, trying to keep a healthy perspective on it. Okay, all that being said, thank you all for listening to my my yapping. I am going to send you to Gentiana since I expect her to be streaming for a while longer. Actually, I'll check in really quick just to make sure. Oh, wait. Actually, hang on. In between games, maybe. Let me see. Let me ask. Okay, I'm asking. It looks like she's maybe reading, so we might. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm doing a mood check. See how she's feeling. Okay. 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 Let's go. Okay, sweet. Sounds like she's all right. I will send you over to Tiziana. All right, everyone. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out for so long. I'm trying nice. I've got a busy week ahead of me and got a bunch of interviews, which is good, you know. Good reason to be good reason to be busy, but got some other stuff going on as well. So, gonna try hmm I don't want to overcommit myself, but let me think. Yep, early tomorrow, Tuesday, and haircut. Thursday's my next fully free day. I may stream tomorrow or Wednesday if I feel up to it. Probably Wednesday's a little more likely. We'll see. But I will tweet about it if I do go live or film or go live here, and you will see it. So another option. All right, I'm gonna sit there right now. All right, good night, and I will catch you all soon. Thanks for hanging out.